Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Irish column for Sunday, the 22nd of June, 2025. My name is Paul Fitzsimons. I'll be joined by Orla Donoghue in the next few minutes. I'd say we should have a few others on, Anthony, and I'm going to send a link out to a couple more people from today. But what a day, what a city. As Gavin said earlier on, it was really a good day for the marching and the protest and the whole lot. There was thousands there. I don't think there was as many as the last time, but there was thousands, definitely thousands, and the speaker system was amazing. We have a few videos here, a few videos there. I have Maggie's video. I have Suzanne Delaney done a video with us as well earlier on. Orla done a few interviews, the roving reporter, and I had a great mic there for a brand new mic. Wait, and I forgot to give it to her. I had it off and I had dinner, and it was a nice dinner, I have to say. But let's just go through a few of the comments. Oh, Jesus, there's loads of them here. Jaden has just found my long-lost brother, he says. Jaden is in Turkey. Is the show starting at 9:15, Jaden? I found Paul's long-lost brother, lads. Somebody sent me a video the other day of, I don't know who it was. It was a band playing a song, and the drummer, she said, the drummer is a ringer for you, she says. So I'll have a look in a while and see. 9:15 because it says here it says 11. No. Where did you find him, Jaden? Was it prehistoric? Anne-Marie, come on now. Man, Turkey is mad. Yeah, where are you in Turkey, Jaden? Kusadasi, Bodrum. Anna in Dublin Airport. I found Paul's long-lost brother in Dublin Airport. Come on, Jaden. Didn't Paul's dad was messing around in Egypt? He was in Egypt. Yeah, he was. Yeah, years ago. Wasn't 164 years ago, but Jesus, lads, we're smashing it tonight. Fair play to everyone. We're up to 200 there now. So just take off my brush. Leave it on. No point. I won't be able to see the time. But yeah, I sent it in. Did you send it in? Jason Rothmeister, what's happening? Are they not on tonight? Yeah, we are on. We are starting in a couple of minutes, Jason. Yeah. Just I was out. I had dinner, as I said. I got the train back home, and I'm only in the door, and I'm just pulling down videos. And here we go. Good evening. How are you, Anne-Marie? Good evening, everyone. Michael John. Good evening from Manchester. Hello, Michael John. I don't know what the story is. Orla mustn't want to come in. Good man, Paul. Thanks for there she is. Look, you only have to say it and then she appears. Hello, how are you?
What, a good thing or a bad thing?
What? Is what?
And
you only have to
appears.
Say your name. She appeared. Yeah. Fair play to you. I heard you were left on your own. Well, what's the story? Did you get sorted?
I did, yeah. I got home all right. Yeah, I turned around and everyone had disappeared because I was off around the side trying to do interviews and everything like that. So, and then when I came back around, everyone was gone.
I just I didn't hang around for all the speeches. I thought, just can't. No,
well, I hung around. Yeah, I hung around till near enough the end, and then then I met up with some of the IFP lads, just so they've had them watching Dermot and Froggy and Barry Ward. So
thanks lads for looking after her. Thanks for
looking after me, lads. While the other ones fecked off. You know.
Well, I had to go somewhere. I had something on, so I had to go.
So
as well. No lagging.
No, we just went back to Ryan's for a drink while I had a 7-Up, and that was it. Then the long journey home to Carlo.
Michael John, you look better with age. Thank you very much. What, a day older or 4 days older? Thanks.
And you know what, Michael John? People actually come up and said, "Oh my God, Paul, you don't look red. You look tanned."
I was walking with. I was walking with Fergan and Gav, and what's the lady's name? Legis, Angela. Angela was walking beside us, and with that, we're going, boy, and this woman turned around and said, "Jesus, you're better looking in real life." You want to hear Angela Leggett and Ferg laughing? It was very funny. But listen, I tell you, it was good crack. Now I have to say, it was good crack.
Dahi, I have something coming up with you later on. I was walking. Right, so gas. I was walking along, right? I had Liz, one side of me. I had Daniel, another side of me, and then Jill was another side of me. And then up behind then came Dahi. All avid watchers of the show. It was absolutely gas.
Orla, doesn't Saul look like Paul? Who's Saul? Is this from, I don't know.
Oh, Jaden and some photographs.
Oh, Jesus. He looks nothing like me, Paul. I found your long lost brother from Egypt. He looks nothing. This fella's he's like Denzel Blade in Washington, that fella. Will you stop? Hang on. Did you see this already? Have you seen this?
Sometimes Jaden sends me things and sometimes he doesn't. But these he sent me.
He looks nothing like me. Looks nothing like me. No way. Definitely not. But yeah, there was some great. You've done some great interviews there. I was looking through one or two of them there, but we played them in a few minutes.
Oh my God, I was so thrilled. Like I finally got to meet Suzanne Delaney from the Irish Inquiry.
Lovely.
And I was so delighted to meet her because she's such a fantastic woman. And I use a lot of her videos, and I just think the way she does things is brilliant. And she's so lovely in real life. I know you always said it, her and all that, but she was lovely. Yeah. And then I met Cal, who goes by Leo. Is it Leo, our leader? He is just so funny in real life as well. And then I met your favourite, Maggie, Diamond Eyes.
Yeah, she's not my favourite anymore.
Oh, sorry, you've got the new favourite. Yes.
Yeah, I have a new favourite.
And then I met the lovely Ross, and I did an interview with him as well.
Ross is deadly, yeah. Ross is deadly. Yeah.
And then, of course, by day, very good. I got loads of photographs.
I've seen them. We got loads, didn't we? There was millions of photographs.
Well, I sent it over there to play, and I had to get the photograph myself and Andy.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I was up on the big stage with him. I was doing a video with him.
I know. Well, you're not. People love me. I always say, right? Listen, I always say, right? I always liked guys with dark hair.
Yeah. Jesus. Wow. I used to have dark hair. Many moons ago.
What, 150 years ago?
Hi, Paul. Hi, Orla. Great day today.
Hi, Mary.
How are you,
Mary?
Mary? How's things? Hi, Paul. Lol, show the other images. Paul, show the other images. I will in a minute. Stephen and Suzanne are lovely. Yes, they are. He interviewed me just before, as the march started off, and he asked me about the podcast and how we were doing and the viewership. And he said he'd come on some night, the two of them. You know what I mean? I was actually talking to Ross as well. Ross asked me about it. And I spoke with Maggie after she spoke. Ross is lovely. But I spoke with Maggie then after she finished on the stage, and I said it to her. I said, listen, I'm going to play a video later. I said, do you want to come on one of the nights? I said either tonight or Tuesday or Thursday. I said, whatever. She says, yeah, contact me. So I said I would.
Yeah, that's fine. No, she was lovely. And do you know what? She's exactly what she is on TikTok.
There's Angela Leggett now. Look, hi, Paul and Orla. Lovely meeting you today, Orla, today. That lady, she roared at you. Paul, you look better looking in real life. I thought she was going to jump on you.
Oh my God, that is too funny. Oh, that's brilliant.
It was funny.
Yeah.
It was great to meet the roving reporter. Fair play to you. Networking. It's all about networking. You're right. Yeah, but again, we need to shut down.
Go back there to that comment from Fitzer.
Yeah, it was great to meet the roving reporter.
Is that you, Mark? That I met today with Fern.
Yes, that's who it was.
He actually showed me a picture. He sent it on to you.
He did, I have it there.
Yeah, that was really funny because I hadn't seen it.
Yeah, I know. Hang on there. I'm at the jump in there. Hang on, sweetheart. Give me a minute. Kira is ringing me while I'm live. She does this all the time.
No problem, Frank.
Yeah. What's Frank saying there? Jaden, I'm going to just play this, show this other picture here. What's this? Oh, here we go. Paul and Saul in prehistoric madness. Fuck off, Jaden. Oh, man. Hang on, let me share this screen. Oh. Paul and Saul. I look angry in that. I'm not angry. I don't look angry. Come on, will you?
Paul, does that not prove that you are dating back to before 164 years old? Is it 164,000 years old?
No.
But let me hold on a second. Hold on. What does that look like? Does that look a bit like Hugh Hefner, the Playboy Mansion?
Doesn't it? There. What's the story there?
Right. Where would you get that idea from?
I don't
know.
Look at this one. Paul and Saul, the hunt for Mustafa. Paul and Saul in the case of who asked for Chairman's opinion. Crime scene, do not touch.
And you look at the face on you there, Paul. Look at the face on you.
The git. What's he talking about? The Irish git, is it? Is that what he's talking about there? The git. The bald head now, Anthony. You need a bit of hair, brother. You need to bring that hair back.
Yeah. Actually, let's just put up my video because I have some of, we'll say, our viewers on it.
Okay. Yes, I will. I'll play that now.
Again, we have to say, Paul, thank you so much to every single person who came up to us today that watched the show. Again, as I always say, without you guys, we wouldn't have this show. So thank you so much.
Yeah, it's true. I'm just pulling that video down there now because is this the video you sent me? People from the show. Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah.
It was a good day. It was a great day. It really was. You know what I mean? As I said, there wasn't as many as the last time. Lads were up to 400 there. Keep smashing it there.
Any idea on numbers?
No. I stood up where Andy, remember where Andy Quirk was standing on there?
Yes.
To what? Jesus Christ, I'll have to start doing the gym or something. But I stood up on that yoke with Andy, right? I stood up with that, and you could see when he told him to put the flags down, you could see they were way back to the bridge. So there was a lot of people there. Now, I don't think, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think there was many as the last one, but there was a
No, I don't think there was either. But still, there was a good crowd, considering like the rain and everything like that as well.
Yeah, I got shots of that, Paul. Yeah, you did, Drew. Fair play. You send them in to me there, and I'll put them up, Drew, if you want. Send them in on the WhatsApp number there. But there's the WhatsApp number there. 089 203 1521. 089 203 1521. You can share this, share it, like, subscribe. Fitzy Dub on Twitter, X, at Anthony L. Casey, at Rugermorph27, on Facebook, Paul Fitzsimons, Facebook, Ruger Murphy, and the Freedom Network, and www.theirishchannel.com/live. Throw it out there. You can also buy us a coffee if you want. And fair play to the person who threw that few quid there today. To you, Orla. Thank you
so much. Yes,
fair
she
play.
did.
Yeah,
she donated.
Right.
I told her I'd buy Paul tap water.
Yeah. The two Muslim scumbags that attacked that 14-year-old when delivery for the TV only got 2.5 years. They wouldn't have got out of my house, mate. I'm being honest with you. Paul, do you not get any game coming up to you? No, I don't.
You haven't started yet, Michael.
I don't get anyone coming up to me. Don't. This is just ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? I really don't. For fuck's sake. I was hoping to get a photo with Derek Domino. I didn't even see him.
Oh, was he? I didn't see him there today.
Saul Fitzsimmons.
Go back there to Jaden. Go back to Jaden's comment.
One of the images was Orla's requests. Okay. Hi, Orla.
Yeah, we're going to call you Paul Fitzsimons, the new Hugh Hefner of Coolock.
Hugh Hefner. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Don't let me ma hear you saying that to be bleeding more. 100K, I guess. Yeah. 100K.
I don't think there was. No, there wasn't that many. No.
Del G, love this show. All the best from Cork. How are you, Del? Good to see you.
Thanks, Del.
Right. Who thinks Paul and Saul look like brothers? No.
I don't know, Jaden. I don't know. Do you want to borrow my glasses?
Protest should be on a Friday during rush hour in central Dublin, airport, port, etc. Yes, you are bang on. That's what I've been calling for weeks. But listen, if the lads who are organising these protests are not going to take the bull by the horns, we're going to have to do it ourselves. I'm sorry. We're going to have to do it. The Patriots groups, all of them, let them all sit in their hands. You know what I mean? We're going to do this now ourselves. We're going to get Shannon and Dina involved. I'm going to get Ireland Force involved. I'm going to go around the groups myself, and I'm going to get the groups involved. And we're going to shut down this country because nobody else is doing it. Nobody else is talking about doing it. One guy today did, Eric English, fair play to Eric. He did say it. I've been saying it in that group for months. Nothing's been done. So we will do it. We will take the bull by the horns and do it ourselves. Does Anthony do the gym?
Yes, he does. He's never out of it.
Sorry, Janet. I really thought there was as much, if not more. Okay, Janet, I didn't now, I'm being honest with you, but I stood aside and watched everyone pass me. I really thought more because they were walking. Well, if they were walking past for 45 minutes, Janet, well, then there was double what we had the last time. So I stand corrected. I really do. I'll wait for the drone footage and we can throw it up there. I'm sure Drew has some footage as well. But thanks for that, Janet. Fair play to you. Michael, John, Dennis, chill. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Jane. How are you?
Hi, Jane.
Yeah, Jane was keeping me company as well. Because every time I disappeared off to try and get a video or photographs, I come back and I was like, where's such a person gone? Where's such a person gone? Just in that sort of a crowd, you just lose everybody.
Yeah, Pat M is there. Disappointing drop in crowd numbers from last time. Worrying. Any thoughts why the drop? Well, Janet thinks we had more. I thought we had a little bit less. I didn't think we had much less. But as I said, I'd love to see the... I'm going to be honest with you. As I said, when I looked at Andy, you could see them right back to the bridge. You could see them right back to the bridge. So, you know, I don't even think you were right back to the bridge the last time.
Yeah, you have to remember as well. There's after been Cork. There's after been Limerick. There's after been Clonmel.
Yeah.
You know, Dublin wasn't that long ago before that as well. So I just say it's the case that just people can't make them all, you know.
For fuck's sake, Paul running around Coolock in his red speedos.
Now, that's a photograph. That's a photograph.
Oh no, I'm on a strict regime now. I'm eating healthy and I'm gonna start doing the gym and the whole lot. So yeah, so give it a few months. And we might do the speedo thing. We'll see. We might do the calendar for Martin. Organised by Patriots of Era, a national day of gridlock in all cities and towns, motorways and iPass centres. Saggart, have it in the bag. Yeah. Listen, I was actually put out of the Patriots of Era group yesterday by one of the admins because he didn't like what I was saying. You know what I mean? And he said I was stabbing them in the back and I was doing all sorts of shit. All bullshit. And I call bullshit when it's bullshit. He didn't like me. He didn't like Anthony. And because I was taking up for Anthony and he couldn't bully me, that's why I was put out of the group. So I'll leave it at that. I'd say because it was a Sunday and parents wouldn't be coming up. That's what I'd say as well. Yes, we need this. We need to use our connections. We do, Patriotic Irish Mammy. We do. Right, I'm going to play this one here, Orla. Okay, this is the IF one. I have Martin down there. Martin, how are you? Do you want to come up?
Yeah,
there he is. How's things? All right?
I'm good.
Where did you disappear off to?
When I have to go.
Yeah.
I'm in the bad books, Orla. You obviously found your way
Yes, you are in the bad books, yes. To tear the lads from IFP had to rescue me.
You were in good hands then. You were in good hands.
Yeah.
Well, now, hold on a minute. I was with Froggy.
Okay, has anyone got the screenshot from Rebel News? Let us see that. Hold on. Oh, there we are. Have it there now. Okay, let's play this. Yeah, okay. We play this before we play the Irish thing one.
Okay.
Present. Yes. Okay, into our screen. Here's the old music as well. Diddly-oi, diddly-oi, diddly-oi. That looks big. Wow.
No,
Did you see that
definitely not.
comment?
100%. No. No. There's not enough alcohol for that ever to happen.
Oh man. Oh, I'd be up for it. I'd be up for it.
You and Martin can do it.
Yeah. No. Yeah, the M50 was jammed already by 1 o'clock. It seems a lot of people couldn't get there because of this. Sagger 3:30 tomorrow driving protest. Not in Sagger, they are targeting the M50. Okay, well done, people. Yeah, I could be there. Fanula, yeah, drone footage sent on WhatsApp. Thanks, Angie. I got it there. I played it. Paul, can you please call it? I think you're the only ones will. Yes, I think we will have to call it now, to be honest. I'm just talking there, Martin, about shutting down the country. It has to be done. Nobody else is calling it. I think we're going to have to call it. That's just me.
Yes, I think we will have to call it now, to be honest.
I've no, we have an echo.
Nobody else is calling it. That's just me. We have an echo.
We have an echo.
Close the door.
Now. Yeah, it's fine. It's done now.
Okay. Brian Garrigan, Irish Lives Matter. Love all it.
Hey, Brian, how are you?
I'm not going to tell her what you told me today, Brian.
Brian, I know what Brian said to me today. I know why you were right in the beat. Oh, Lord God, but we're not going to say that.
Paul, I sent you a WhatsApp of you and your red Speedos.
Hey, Dahi.
It's in Speedos. They're not Speedos. They're not Speedos. It's
what are they?
This is us up at the wall, myself and Dahi up at Coolock. That's us last year. Look at the bleeding belly on me last year. Look at the fat head on me. Wow. Jesus. Fair play. Thanks, Dahi. But I'm going to play the Ireland first one now. Okay, we may as well play this. Get it out of the way. We're up to 5. We're nearly up to 600 there, people. Fair play to you all. I'm going to play this and we'll come back.
One or two.
The hair and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, Mark. From there I got away, my spirits never failing, landed on the quay just as the ship was sailing. Captain at me roar, said that no money when I jumped aboard a cabin bound for Paddy. Down among the pigs, played some funny rigs, danced some hearty jigs, so walked around me bubbling up to Holyhead. Wished myself was dead or better far instead on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Had the hair and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, the boys of Liverpool who went me safely landed, called myself a fool. I could no longer stand it, blood began to burn. Temper I was losing, poor old air inside. They began abusing her Robbie songs as I should lay the island blind. Galway boys were by and saw I was a hobbling with the bell hooray. Joining in the affray, we quickly cleared the way on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What the hair.
Brilliant. Well done, everyone. Yeah.
I have a couple of different variations, but I wanted to include that one because some of our viewers are in it.
Yeah. Have I? Yeah, I have. Sorry. Yeah, there's loads. It was brilliant. Now I have to say, it was a good crowd. We got there early enough. I was there. I went out to Wake Up Air at first with Barry and the crew. I was supposed to get an interview with Barry. He was just way too busy. He was putting up posters and doing everything. So Barry, I apologize, Barry. Did Martin eat Anthony's hair? He's looking like what? He's like your man out of what you call it, American History X, isn't he? Yeah. That's who he's like.
Who? Woody Harrelson, is it?
No. Edward Norton. Yeah, Edward Norton.
Oh,
yeah.
Edward Norton. Right. Sorry, that's who I was thinking of. Yeah, I'm just laughing at that picture. Do you know with Clive? Every time I walk by, when I was looking for people, there was Clive up on the wall with the flag going.
Clive was deadly. Did you get any of the kids? No, you didn't get any of the kids.
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah. Jesus, these are coming in thick and hard. Most beautiful flags in the world. Yes, they really are. How many more marches does the country have before the Irish government listens? One more march, not even a march. We take over every town in the country, a couple of thousand of us each, and we shut down. And we better do it quick because someone else is going to try and sneak in and do it if we don't do it. But someone has to do it. I don't care. Someone has to do it. But I'll be the one. We'll be the people who do it. I'm telling you, and we will get people with us. I'll go around. I'll be talking to the Says No groups in the next couple of weeks. River dance with Paul and Orla. It was nearly river dance today. I nearly fell into the bleeding river. Yeah, I swear to God. Yeah. I was over at the wall. I asked to leave Casey's beside Connolly Station because of my tricolour heartbreaking. I was asked to leave.
No
Casey's.
way.
Oh, the pub, were you? The scumbags, aren't they? They are the scumbags. Cops cause divisions. Yeah. 420 audits. Paul, I sent you a good 1 minute 30 video from one of the lads. Good video. Also, I seen no homeless person in Turkey. No, you won't either. Yes, strike. No school, no buying or paying bills. VAT boycott all. Yeah, everything. We are waiting to be called. Okay, Del, we'll have to do it. We're going to have to sit down and get our big boy caps on, Martin, and sort this. You know what I mean? We have to. You know what I mean? This pussyfooting around now it's not doing any of us any good. It's great to get us all in one place. And Rob Steens said it today. It's great to see all the flags and everyone here. But everyone's gone home. We're all gone home. I'm here now doing the show. You're here doing the show. A few videos. Tomorrow, it'll be forgotten about. You know what I mean? The government don't.
The collective effort by each individual. Nationalists alone can't do it. The people who aren't awake yet are unwilling to stand up. They have to stand up. We can't do it all. And then you obviously have the internal people who are trying to wreck it from the inside through ego, through whatever. It's very, very hard to actually get any sort of cohesion or any sort of movement going. And whenever you do see something moving, straight away the attacks come, and they're from within. And I think people unfortunately need to start seeing these people for who they are. There's some nasty individuals. They're not for Ireland. Not for nationalism. And they're certainly not for you. They're for themselves. Their own little egos, their own little fantasies, and maybe some of them on the state payroll. But we don't know. But we have to root these people out and rat these people out, and it's going to start happening over the next couple of weeks because do you know what I mean? Enough is enough, and there's enough evidence been built there now. That, you know what I mean. I'll never hang somebody out to dry until I have 100% proof, and to the naysayers, I have all the proof I need on you now, so it's coming.
I was accused yesterday of having dealings with the IPLO.
The what?
I hadn't got a clue. Exactly. That's what I said. Have you dealings with the IPLO? I said, who the bleeding hell are the IPLO? I thought it was the Irish Palestine Liberation Organization. I hadn't got a clue. Why? It seems that these were a faction of the INLA back in the 90s. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on. Who throws shit like that out at people?
Did this come from Numpty Dumpty, did it?
Came from one of the Numpties, yeah.
Numpty Dumpty 1 and Numpty Dumpty 2.
Yeah. So, I'm not having any more. You know what I mean? Yeah. Gobshite. Keep talking there for a minute. My daughter's ringing me. I have to just answer. So the two of you just wing it there.
Right.
Matt, are you? Hold on a second. Are you able to play any of the videos? Have you access to them? No.
No. Well, hang on. No, I'd have to get my hands on them through WhatsApp.
Right. Okay.
If you have something, you can send it to me on WhatsApp, and I can access my WhatsApp from here.
Oh no, it'll probably only be a couple of minutes anyway. You know what I mean? So
the videos are there in the drop down here on the right hand side, Martin.
I've uploaded already.
See them?
Yes.
I have them all. Yeah, I've uploaded them all. I've Maggie there, the interview with Orla. I've Ross's interview. Which ones are you looking for, Orla?
All of them, because they all need to be played. They're all important.
Okay, well there you go, man.
So which we can start on whatever ones, it doesn't matter, but they're all important.
Look, what I'm seeing there is when I go into video clips, I can see Spraying Skies, Anthem, migrant family walking down, Kulak, Taoiseach Micheál Martin receive. Is that the same list?
Yeah, that's the
Media
same
assets.
list. Yeah, that's the list. Yes, in media assets. Yeah.
So
I'll kick off with Suzanne Delaney. Okay, and then you can play another couple in a minute. We'll come back and talk to that. I'm just going to drop off.
No problem.
So I'm here today at the Dublin protest, and I am absolutely honoured to meet Suzanne Delaney with the Irish Inquiry, who does absolutely fantastic work. So Suzanne is on X, and you're on TikTok as well, aren't you?
Yeah, YouTube, Instagram. Well, not me personally, but the Irish Inquiry. We're on other platforms. Yeah.
You're doing an absolutely fantastic job, Suzanne. You know, highlighting what's going on in the country. How do you find today?
Yeah, there's a great energy, a really great energy. I think it is a slightly smaller crowd. I think it's better to have these things on a Saturday, just because it accommodates people coming up from the country a bit better. But there's the energy in this crowd here today is unbelievable, and it actually gave me shivers down my spine when they took off down O'Connell Street. You know.
And are you finding, we'll say, a change in people's attitude? Do you find more and more awakening up?
There was two people I spoke to during the week, two people who I'm friends with, and I had separate conversations with both of them. And last year one of them shouted at me and stormed out my garden and called me racist. And this year he can't stop talking about what's going on. During the week there he was going on about it continually, and he's just outraged. And then the other person, they kind of knew what was going on with the immigration, but they wouldn't entertain a conversation about it. And this week they were totally different. They said for them the line in the sand was being called a mongrel. People don't like that because their identity is somewhat taken for granted, I suppose, in Ireland, because, you know, all around the world people love Irish people, and it used to be, you know, something you were allowed to be proud of, and now they're telling us we can't be proud of who we are. And suddenly, you know, that people don't like that. That rubs people up the wrong way. They might not be able to sometimes distinguish the difference between truth and lies, because this government is doing their best to gaslight everybody. But what they know in their hearts is that they're Irish, and their hearts don't belong to the government. They've said that our organs are theirs now unless we opt out, but they don't know. Our hearts belong to this nation.
100%. And look what they did over the flags. To make the flag something to be ashamed of having. That, you know, you're racist if you have an Irish flag. Like I always say this, over in America, nearly every household in America has their flag flying. We should be the same. We should be very proud of our flag.
Yeah, it's seen as like jingoism or whatever you would call it, and that it's a nationalism, and it's seen as a negative. But who is it seen as the negative by?
Exactly.
The people who want to make you vanish and disappear. The people who are taking absolutely everything from you, including your own organs. I mean, nobody is generally against organ donation, I'm sure, if it's done correctly. But does anyone in this country really trust this government? And for them to even come out and say this, you know, that you have to opt out of this system, is, if they can do that, believe me, if they can do that, they can do anything, and they will do anything. And people haven't seen nothing yet in this country. It's going to get a lot worse before it ever gets better.
100%, 100%. Well, Suzanne, thank you so much for everything you do. Yourself and Stephen do a fantastic job. You're absolutely brilliant. So thank you so much for talking to me today.
Yourself and Paul as well.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you very
Roving reporter Orla Donoghue.
But I can't tell you, do you know the way sometimes when you meet somebody that you admire, you often wonder, are they going to be like that in real life? She is so down to earth, isn't she, Paul? Like she's such a lady.
Yeah. She's lovely. She is. She's lovely. Yeah. I used to chat with her all the time. She lives over in Ongar there where I was, you know what I mean? And she was running in the election. She got an awful, how would you say, raw deal over there. Yeah, she was getting loads of shit off different people over there, the whole lot, and people messing at her door, and, you know, during the night, and just stupid crap, like, you know what I mean? Like bully boy tactics shit, you know? She doesn't deserve that, you know what I mean? And Stephen is a great guy too, I have to say. He really is, you know what I mean? Fergus Power. Good evening, Paul. Good evening, all you beautiful papers only tuned in. Phone has stopped. Great to meet so many wonderful Irish men and women. Direct action or nothing from now on. God bless Erdon Gabra. Ferg.
100%.
That's what we need to do, and we all need to sit down and talk about this. But we need to sit down and talk about it without the crazies. You know what I mean? We can't have the crazies involved in this, and that's it. End of story. Let them do what they're doing, and we'll do what we're doing, and we'll take this country back. Maximilian there saying can't do 10,000 protests. There needs to be mobilisation. 2,000 at Dublin Airport, Dublin Docklands, and 2,000 at the Dáil, and 1,000 at O'Connell Bridge. Bingo. There you go.
There you go.
Well
100%. Yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Great
100%.
interviewing skills. Orla. Wow. This is brilliant, isn't it? Now, come here and I tell you, I have you on a retainer here, so you can't go for 3 years. You know what I mean? You're stuck here for 3 years.
I know somebody said, I was laughing, somebody said there about RTE. I would throw myself off O'Connell Bridge than to work for RTE.
Yeah, so would I. Yeah.
Do you know? But look, what I find is important with interviews is people are nervous, do you know? And, you know, like even today, people were, I don't know what to say. I said, listen, we keep it short and sweet. I'll ask a couple of questions and that's it. Like, don't be nervous, you know, because people do, like, it is daunting doing an interview, you know. Actually, we've got Ross's to play, we've Cal's to play, and we've Maggie Diamond, so your choices. But you know what, who was brilliant? Cal is another man who is exactly what he's like on TikTok and X. Absolutely brilliant. And he's very vocal about speaking out about the shots. And then we had a conversation about Roy Butler. So, and I was saying to Cal about the fantastic work, obviously, that Ferg does in relation, you know, to highlight what happened with Ava O'Brien. So there you go, Ferg.
Yeah, fair play. Paul, can you check out the following? 15,000 to attend citizenship ceremonies in Killarney in the one go. I'll check it out now in a minute, or it'll be on the BBC soon. She won't be.
No, not with them either, no.
Paedophile protectors, no way.
No, definitely not, no.
If the politicians continue not to listen, what's the next step? Direct action, lads. Direct action should have been done months ago in my eyes, you know. And I have a lot of people contacting me and getting in contact to see, will we do it? And will I do it? I don't mind putting my face forward for this. I will do it. You know what I mean? I really don't care. I'd rather die with me boots on, you know what I mean? Fighting than on my knees to this government. I'm being honest with you. And my kids come first. End of story, you know. Drew Cook, the only time you will get the Dáil full is when they are voting for a pay rise. Yes. They're all in the Dáil on a Thursday. They're all in there for voting on a Thursday. You block that Dáil in the afternoon, none of them gets in, none of them gets out, and you'll soon see them themselves. You know what I mean? Let's see the water cannons rolled out then. But if you have 4 or 5 different protests, different marches, all around Dublin, as Thing Audit says, that would do it. You know what I mean? That would do it. Government and foreign companies are the biggest employers. How are they taking everything from you? They apparently give you everything. What do they give us? They take everything. Take everything. They bring in these workers and they up the prices of any of these apartments that's down the Docklands, 3 grand, 4 grand. They are all being used up by big tech workers. All our kids, all our people are out of the market. They cannot afford that. So that's why they're building all these peoples, and it's housing for all now. If you do get social housing, it's housing for all now, all except Irish. You know, people waving the tricolour are reminding to greedy traffickers of the treachery. They don't want to be reminded. Yeah. What is direct action? Direct action is when you bring the country to a standstill, Liz. When you stop the country, you have to stop the country. I asked about this the last bank holiday, the 26th. The 26th was the Saturday. The weekend before that was the bank holiday weekend. I think it was the Easter bank holiday weekend. I had a ship. There was a ship coming in there in Dublin with 8,500 people on it, 8,500 Yanks. I wanted to block the port, and it never materialized. I put it out to the group. No, can't do it. If we had blocked them 8,000 to 10,000 people, that would have made international news all around the world. That we blocked these 8,000 American people from getting off a ship and doing what they had to do. But no, it didn't happen. So we're going to have to take the direct action ourselves. Bring the country to a standstill. Yes, there you go, Liz Pepper. Airports, seaports, train stations, bus stations, the whole lot. Dave Daly, great day, lads. Well done to everyone. But what did this achieve? Absolutely nothing. It should be on Saturday and block Crow Park, the big boys club for the government and Gardaí. That's exactly what we need to do. 50% of Amadon staff have been imported, about 4,000 non-EU staff. Yeah, exactly. People need to make a small sacrifice for the bigger picture. I'd rather lose a day's pay than lose my country. Yes, you're right. Michael John, direct action is what we gays did for gay rights. Well, you need to come home, Michael. If we can get all the gays coming out with us, I'm happy days. What's happening with the Liberal Party, which was direct democracy before? I don't know what's happening with any of them parties.
Is that Glenn Gilroy's party? Is it?
No, I think Ben's is Ben's is Liberty Republic, isn't it?
Oh yes, sorry.
Yeah. Maximilian, these rallies are doing nothing, just people talking about the elections in the next 4 years. I'll be honest with you, man, if we can do this direct action, there might be an election next year. You know what I mean? Martin, are you catching flies? You're like your man Martin Conway there, for fuck's sake. You know the way he just be like this, looking around him. That's how you're like.
You look like you have a bee in your bonnet or something, Martin.
Your mic is
I am actually shooing away an annoying little fly, but I was also apologizing.
Okay.
My phone.
No problem.
It was like the time Anthony was on. Remember, he was on and there was like a spider, and he kept staring at the spider the whole time. It was so funny.
I like this. I like Maximilian there. It's not hard to organise, and you don't need that much. There's only 14,000 Garda personnel, and you have to look at this as well. There's probably 4,000 of them on maternity leave, 2,000 out sick, whatever on holidays, whatever. There's probably about 6,000 or 7,000 Gardaí in this country. You know what I mean? And then you have the army. I think we only have something like 6,000. Have we in the army 6,000 to 8,000? I think Jared will tell you that, whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, so we have to simulate the immigrants. The what?
What would you target? What would you shut down?
Airports, train stations, ferry ports, anything, any sort of infrastructure that gets. Now I know it's going to piss people off. The Dáil needs to be shut down as well.
This is it, yeah. So the Dáil's out some. That's the thing about the airports. It's the collateral damage. It's the think of the family who might say up to go.
There's nothing can be done, Mark. There's nothing can be done.
But it is something that needs to be highlighted. That people need to be made aware that this is for the greater good. Those kids you bring on holidays, we're making sure that you'll have the opportunity to bring them on holidays again in the future because they'll be alive because of the work we do. So messaging in relation to stuff like that, the messaging would be really, 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 really important. And you know what? Tell them we're doing it. Tell the state we're doing it. Announce it. Say we are going to do this. There's going to be 1,000 people here. There's going to be 500 people here. There's going to be 1,000 people here, and there's nothing you can do to stop us.
Dahi is right there. What he said. Dahi is right there. Landlords need to feel the pain. Expose a lot of them. March of their property. Let them feel the pain. You need to march on their houses as well. Hundreds of people up to their doors and let everyone know what these scumbags are doing. That they can't be getting away with. The likes of Mel Sutcliffe. Mel Sutcliffe he's living the lap of luxury, like, you know what I mean? The man's a blatant billionaire or whatever, you know what I mean? Living the lap of luxury. Nobody's talking about Mel Sutcliffe. They're talking about 2 or 3 others, but they're not talking about Mel Sutcliffe. Why not? Is Mel paying money? I don't know. But listen, it certainly looks that way. But Mel Sutcliffe is the man you need to target. Paul, you need to meet up in a secret place and put a map and plan in properly. Yes, we need to get the plan in and then tell them we're doing it. Because, as you said, Martin, there's going to be families going to be stuck in the airport. There's going to be this. There's going to be that. I know anyone, they know not to travel because I'll put them wise. You know what I mean? But that's what we need to do.
But the other thing then is the state can't accuse you of any sort of seditious activity or anything like that, because if you put it all out in the open and just people power wins this. It's as simple as that. No, numbers win this. If you have enough numbers, the government has to stop. It's as simple as that. If we could get 100,000 people to march on the Dáil, that'd be it. The government would just be dissolved. There was no way they could continue. But it's just a numbers game. Just more and more people. And like I said, we talked about this even last year. We was talking about this about not paying your TV license, not paying your car tax. We talked about the boycott. We talked about everything. If everybody just does a little bit, hurt them. The multi-pronged approach we call it. Hurt them everywhere. Don't pay your TV license. Don't pay your car tax. Don't pay anything. Stop paying your utility bills. If everybody stopped paying their utility bills, guess what? They'd be forced to drop their prices. We have the power. So, like I said, it's just. But look, people want to sit their backsides and do nothing. There's not a lot we can do about it because even every single nationalist in the country cannot do this alone. We can't. There's just not enough of us there.
Yeah, there's a good picture there. It's my island. Do you remember Stephen? It's my island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Oh
actually
yeah, you
standing.
man from Braveheart.
That
Mm.
that banner is actually heavy. I was talking to the guy who was holding it on one side, like he was saying, "My arm is killing me." The weight of it, it's huge. It's absolutely massive.
Jesus Christ, that's just at the coming in there now. Hang on. 22nd of June. Look at this. A suicide bomber has just killed. Jesus, this is horrendous. In Syria. Hang on. Yeah. Go back over there, you dickhead. Breaking. A suicide bomber has just slaughtered at least 25 Christians in a church on the outskirts of Damascus in Syria, along with all the other massacres of Christians. This will quickly be swept under the carpet by media in the West. This is going to happen, lads, all around the West. You know what I mean? It really is. You know? It's like nobody's talking about the Christians being butchered anywhere. You know what I mean? In Nigeria, in South Africa, you know, they're all being butchered and it's all being swept under the carpet. You know what I mean? Or to check your ex mailbox. Check your ex mailbox, Orla.
I will, Mary. Yeah,
She has to go off to check it, I think, do you, Orla?
yeah, I do. I'll do it when you play another video.
The brainwashing is strong with most Irish people. That's the problem here. It is brainwashing, you know. Sleeper cells in all West now, people. We know that. And I spoke about this the other night on the show about the iPass and about who's in the iPass. And there's 80% Muslims in the iPass. This guy from Iran now is just going to start waking up these cells all around the world. And boom, that's what's going to happen. They don't need to drop bombs anywhere. You know what I mean? They have these people already in place. There's something like 12 million went into the US 2 years ago, you know, while Biden was in power. They don't know who they are. You know what I mean? All Muslims. You know what I mean? There's a few Mexicans and what have you went in. I get that, but mostly Muslims. Lads, look at Crow Park, 80,000 people. The Phoenix Park concert. How many people, young men and women, not giving a shit to what's happening in their country? Love all our nationalists. Up the game now. I'm going to be honest. I was on the bus. I went up past the Phoenix Park today, right? And they were everywhere. They were everywhere. They were all up Cunningham Road. And yeah, it was crazy. It really was. Look, you know what I mean? Padder Doyle, how are you,
Oh
gang?
my
You up
God,
the mongrel?
Heather, your ears were born in today. I was chatting to Daniel and I was chatting to Dahi, and I said, wait till we meet Padder. I said, I was walking up and I said, you know what? If I had a cat with me, he'd be here.
Someone's asking there, Frank, is there a protest in Waterford on Thursday? If so, and
I
at
didn't hear
what time?
anything.
I don't know. I haven't heard that.
I did hear
If
there
there
is
is a
something coming
protest,
up for
lads, from
Waterford soon,
Waterford,
but I don't know when.
yeah,
But
I
I
don't know
didn't
when
hear
either.
any dates.
Well, I was told that Sinn Féin or Ireland First will have nothing to do with any protest in Dundalk or in Waterford. Now, these people who told me this, these people are nobodies. So if Sinn Féin get called to help people in Waterford and help people in Dundalk, we will go and help those people. We're here to help the people. We're not here to please the few. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. That's my thinking on this. What would you think?
Hey, Paul, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
Yeah.
These fools
I'm not sorry.
These fools think that they're still under the illusion that Sinn Féin has a leader, or it's like they don't realize what it is. It's organic and it's alive, and it's just doing its own thing. It's just literally people going, I'm putting on a blue vest and I'm going out walking by streets, and that's it. And they can't grasp or understand that this is just its own thing. It's literally just communities putting on a vest and looking out for themselves. But no, you see, they can't control it. This is what's killing them, because they can't control it. That's all that's wrong with them. They can't control it. But
that's the problem here. That's the problem here.
Sinn Féin is going to continue to grow. It is just a fantastic organic organization. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and there's going to be more and more and more blue vests at everywhere, just everywhere, and that's it. There's nothing anybody can do about it.
No. And this is the problem here. The government fear Sinn Féin more than they do any of the other political parties. That's the problem. They fear Sinn Féin because it's a grassroots movement. They're going on about Anthony Casey this and such a body this and such a, as you said, Sinn Féin has no leaders. Sinn Féin is not political. Sinn Féin is for the people, by the people, of the people. And that's what we do. We help communities. I think I've probably 12 new members that tried to join today in Dublin North. We are getting hockeyed out of it. I think Dundalk have 30.
Yeah, there's
Tracy was telling me today that there's loads of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Dundalk is going to have a huge blue vest presence. It's very, very, very good. The guys fighting against it, though, they don't realize that their actions are so counterproductive. You know what I mean? They want to be big men, and they want to be this, that, and the other. They're not very smart. That's all I'll say. Yeah. Anyway, a load of Sinn Féin cards went out today as well. So there's I think I brought 1,000 of them. I'd say I've come home with about 3 or 4. So there's a huge amount of interest in it.
Happy days.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so it was very, very, it's very, very good, and a lot of people coming up asking about, a lot of curiosity about the symbol and what it meant, and you know what exactly it was. And then a lot of people, I've lost my train of thought. I'm absolutely wrecked, lads. I don't know about you, but that today just took an awful lot out of me.
And Mulcahy saying there, Martin, I gave out all the cards today, none left. Fair play, Anne. And
thank you very much, Anne. Much appreciated.
Good woman.
All religions and empires originate in the Middle East. Yes. Listen, if these people are so happy with Islam, stay in your own country. Why do you want to come here and mess with our country and our religion and our culture?
Because they want to take over.
Culture. Of course they do. That's exactly what it is. So they need to get them out of here. And that imam, that pretend imam, the gay fella, what's his name? El Kadri. Yeah. He needs to go as well. He is the leader of the Muslim Brotherhood, a known terrorist organization. Yes. Johnny Weissmuller, the sooner they realise what's happening in the country, the better. Johnny Weissmuller, he used to be Tarzan. And if they still don't recognise it, you just wouldn't remember that Johnny Weissmuller was Tarzan, by the way. Yeah. The government at least. How many dead in Sudan now? Yes, they're blowing them up. Oh, Martin, cheers for the Ireland Force pen today. Drew Cook. Cheers, Drew. Drew did say it to me that he would take a few pictures today of us, and Anthony headed off, and I didn't get around to talking to Drew after. But thanks, Drew. We will talk to you about that. Thanks very much. The path of Islam is world domination. Yes, that's exactly what it is. They'll take over me. Bollocks. Fair play to you, Father. You're such a great way with words, Father. No Muslim countries will accept them because of terrorist links. Yes, exactly. That's the Muslim Brotherhood. Yeah. Right. I'm going to just the media assets there. I'm going to go with Maggie Diamonds. I have to ring this woman here. So I'll leave you two at it there, right, while I go and do what I have to do.
So I'm here today with Maggie Diamond Eyes, and I'm absolutely delighted to meet Maggie. She does fantastic videos on TikTok, and you're also on Instagram as well.
I am indeed, darling.
And you're just after coming off the stage from doing a fantastic speech.
I did, but I forgot everything that I wrote down, Orla. So
don't worry about it.
But God is good. He brought us there, and we done our best, and we're going to make this country great again.
And there's a great crowd here today. How are you finding the atmosphere?
Well, the atmosphere is absolutely amazing. Thanks very much, lads. Have a great day. Well, there you go. There's the atmosphere there. It's like a family. And it's like if the Irish people are getting back to the core essence of themselves, to be truly Irish again. And the spirit of the Lord is coming through everybody now. That's what I feel like what's happening. Thanks, girls. Have a great day. Jesus King. Have a great day.
Now, you see what I mean? You can just feel the atmosphere. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And how are you finding things? You're up in Dublin, aren't you?
I'm in Blanchardstown, and the place has been a dumping ground for the last 25 years. And Blanchardstown has changed significantly, where, you know, you're looking at houses being given to individuals that are not even in the European Union. And our people are at the bottom of the list all the time. And I want to ask the Irish government, why is it that our Irish people have to be put down and on the list before people that are not in the European Union, that they're in the best of houses, but yet our Irish people have to constantly beg and be demoralised before they can even get housed or even on the list. We want to know why this is happening. We want to know why Africans and Arabs And everybody, as I said, are not the European Union, are getting housed before their people. We want the answers. It's not in Airborne Rocking and Herding to house the world. It's in Airborne Rocking and Herding to house the Indigenous Irish people and to look after the people that are marginalised and are not in the higher echelons of society. That's what Airborne Rocking and Herding is about, to help those Irish people and to get us back to our faith and make this nation great again.
And Maggie, you're a mother.
I am indeed.
Like, are you worried about your future, like your children's
Of course
future?
I am. I'm a mother of 5 young native Irish children, and I'm afraid that when my children go to school, they're not being taught about their heritage, they're not being taught about their culture, and other things are being forced on their children. I do not want my children to be learning about false gods. The only God that I want my children to learn about is the man that's our creator, our Lord and Saviour, Jesus Christ. That's who I want my children to know about. I want my children to know about their heritage and what happened to our people, and what happened in the famine, the genocide that happened to our people, and the demoralisation that went on when our people was told that they were dying out over a potato, which was a lie. It's a farcical, it's an insult. Our people were starved on purpose. That's what happened. I want my children to know about the real history of Ireland.
Exactly. Maggie, thank you so much for everything you're doing. I really appreciate it. Everybody really appreciates it.
Thanks,
You're doing
Orla.
fantastic work. You keep speaking out because the passion you have is absolutely
I'll
brilliant.
bring the fire back in the bellies of the Irish
telling
people.
you.
I'll get the Irish people back to where we once were before, and that is loving our country, loving our heritage, loving our culture, and no news talk or no serpents in the government are going to demoralise our people. No more. The day is over. It's up. Okay?
And you know what? I always say the same thing. Do you know who will bring this country back round again?
It's the women.
It's the mothers.
That's right.
Because we're there to protect the children.
It was the mothers that were behind their brothers and sisters during the rising, feeding them and looking after them and praying over their men and women when they were dying on these very streets. So we're in Gabra, it's Bra Lumirle.
She's very good. She's very good. I'm not sure if I've actually followed her TikTok account.
And again, she is exactly what she is on TikTok. Absolutely brilliant. She's so passionate. She's fantastic, like, you know.
Do you want Cal or Ross next?
It doesn't matter. Both of them. Whichever one.
So I'm here today now with Ross Hive, who's doing absolutely fantastic work down in Kerry. So Ross, how's things going?
Going great, Orla. I met you the first time actually in Cork 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
And we never had such a protest there. And looking at Dublin today as well, people are saying it's even bigger than the last time, which is even bigger than the last time. This is just going from strength to strength, where the momentum is building. A lot of people that would have sided with us during COVID might have been afraid to come out, but they're not afraid anymore. And this is an information war at the end of the day, and we're winning that.
It's brilliant to see all the flags here.
Yeah.
Seeing as we say the recent news came out saying that, you know, having a flag now is something to be ashamed of. That it's nearly seen as a racist flag now.
I've seen that. And what does that do, Orla? That just makes you want to get more tricolours and more flags. But you know what's funny about that as well? Sinn Féin had a protest in Cork yesterday. And you know that video that Andy does with his flags where he's doing them all up? They had a whole Sinn Féin crew doing exactly the same thing, stealing other people's ideas. But it's too late, Orla. The people know. Yeah, the people know, Orla, and it is a very powerful statement. And the optics are just something else. And there's a surge of pride when you see all the flags blown in the wind. There's something inside that it just really tears. It just really gets you.
You can really find the atmosphere. And how are you finding things in Kerry? How's it all going
I'm
there?
actually from Cork.
Oh, sorry!
Well, the whole thing in Kerry was when we went in and we disturbed the Drag Story Time event for children. Even that itself sounds, it doesn't seem like a sentence that should be put together. But how it's going is I have a court on Tuesdays, just for mention. I was speaking to my solicitor and she's expecting that to kick on into November. And I'm not going to see the end of this until maybe 2026.
Well, you're doing absolutely fantastic work in speaking up for the children, and it's so important because so many people don't realise what's going on in the school with, what's in the school books and what's in the libraries. Like, they don't realise the agenda behind it, and especially for young children. Like, they have such innocent minds. It's so important to speak out.
100%. Like you said, a lot of people would be surprised to hear that the children are being taught masturbation. orgies. There's a book that I exposed in the library. This book is Gays in the curriculum for junior cert, and that teaches you detailed instructions how to give fellatio, how to give hand jobs, how to get onto Grindr, which is an over 18 dating app for men. Scatting, or let me ask you, do you know what scatting is? I didn't know what this meant either.
No, never heard of it.
Basically, it's a consumption of feces.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So
right.
this is the level, and
Depravity.
when you speak out against it, then of course they're the victim. The library staff seem to be the victims, and we're the homophobic baddies.
It's just shocking. But you know, it's thanks to people like you, Ross, that are speaking out about all this. And the more this is spoken out about, the more people have to listen.
Yeah, I just felt, how could you not speak out against this? It's so disgusting. How could you not and I was so shocked. Why should we at this stage with the media? And they came down on us like a ton of bricks. We had prime time with RT mini reports. It's on the news, and it's all the same rhetoric. It's like they're singing from the same page.
Same hymn sheet, yes.
And it's always the same rollout. Attack the messenger, not the message, and hominin attacks lowest form of the base.
Exactly. Well, look, the more we get this out, the better it is. And listen, Ross, you're doing absolutely fantastic work, so keep it up. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate you too, Orla. You're doing great work as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
He is such a nice guy.
I was talking to Ross during the protest, and what he was saying there about the energy he felt from the flags, that he was just looking at it. He was just there. You cannot not be moved by that, to see the tricolours and the people, the energy and stuff like that. Yeah, so he was a great spirit today. It was just it was very, very good. He
was absolutely brilliant, and the work Ross has done to highlight, you know, what's going on in the schools and the libraries with the books and everything is absolutely fantastic. Like, so fair play to him, and like, he was brought to court and everything over it. So you know, he's a great man.
Yeah, that's still. You'll find that they drag these things on. I'd say they're trying to financially and mentally break people. All the court cases, even your court case went on for a ridiculous length of time.
Listen, I've had a couple of court cases now over the last 2 years, bullshit court cases that they dragged on during the elections and made sure I was. I'm going to turn off that light for a minute. Is that light? No, hold on, I look very red. That looks better, doesn't it? Ooh, yeah, the ambience. But I look very red.
No, you look even redder. You look like you're glowing.
Say that. No way. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we had the Irish gift today.
I think he's on the sunbeds, Orla. I think he's on the sunbeds. I think he's on the sunbeds
as well, yeah.
I think he's going on the sunbeds.
No, don't do it. It causes cancer. No. Says he who, you know. I'm down to 5 a day. I've only had 3 today. 3.
Very good.
Yeah, it's going good. The patches the patches aren't great. You can't light them easy. You know what I mean?
I know.
3. Yeah. It's going all right now. I'm eating healthy in the morning. Yeah, it's all good, I have to say. Yeah. And I feel better, you know, the sort of way I really do, you know what I mean? So yeah,
it's amazing what a good influence does, Paul, isn't it?
Yeah, I have my own. I need to get a personal trainer now. I have a fitness guru and what else? A spiritual guru now I have, you know what I mean? So I just need to get a fitness one. Maybe she does that as well. I don't know. We'd have to see, like, you know what I mean? Those were the days for Neola. I hate all that woke rainbow shit. We all do. But and I'm going to be honest with you, fair play to the organisers today. They had the thing that they didn't put us under that pride flag underneath the. Did you see it in the custom house? The pride flag.
Yeah.
Flying over the custom house. Seen that yesterday, and I thought to myself, I'm not standing under that.
They had it on the GPO as well. Yeah.
And they had it on what you call it as well. The place where they're going to throw all the trans off. What's it? Liberty Hall. When the Palestinians get into power, they're going to start throwing trans off that. So, you know what I mean? It's like turkeys bleeding voting for Christmas, like, you know what I mean? Cheering it on, you know what I mean? That's what they do. The Palestinians the Muslims just get rid of them people, you know? I'm just going to play a video here. This is from, did you see the lefties today? You seen the lefties, obviously. Yeah.
No, I didn't see them.
Didn't see them. They were down and they let them come right onto the bridge to where we were, you know what I mean? To where we had to walk around looking for conflict. But the Irish gay, walked down and snuck around behind them and done a video. This is priceless. Watch this now. I have to say, to share this.
You alright? Get up in my space and I'll bend your nose more than it's bent already. And that's a fact.
Here, lads. Guys, this guy just threatened me.
I'm standing here the whole time.
He just threatened me.
He's standing in my face here. You can't go. Yeah, I'm here the whole time. You see me here the whole time, Garda.
He's I didn't see anything, so
Is he allowed to threaten people?
it's not allowed to threaten you, but freedom of speech.
You guys live stream.
You're up. I'm not on a live stream, and you're up in my face in space out of nowhere.
I think the better thing would be for the two is just to go our separate ways and that. Is that okay?
That's where his people are.
My people. Also, it's my people. Go on, explain. My people.
So Rose
Explain.
necessarily instigating this.
I'm not. I was here quite all along, and he came up to
He's
me,
also
and you
doing
know
it wrong
that.
as well.
And I have the right to stand here, and I'm far enough away from him. He approached me.
Any right to
I was
privacy?
here all the time. You know that. I don't even have you on video.
The thing that kids do to their brother or sister, where they're going, "I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you." That's what you're doing.
Oh, you mean the thing you're doing here? You mean what you're doing here? Counter protest and a protest against the government. Yeah, but that's what you're doing here.
What you're doing in a personal way. You're here on this side of I'm just scanning people, but also like standing this close to him, scanning.
No, he came to me. He approached me.
He did.
Yeah.
Speak to you. He was there holding the camera in his face.
He didn't approach me to speak to me. He didn't speak to me. I have it on camera. It's all on camera.
Good old kid. He's brilliant. I have to say, he's brilliant, isn't he?
Oh, makes fantastic. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Paul, what did that say there, Paul? We have someone in there now that's talking shit about Shannon and Dana, but hey, listen, Bendy knows. Pantsy Garda hit him for me. Yeah, what's this? The Shrone. Look at the Shrone on him, yeah. Paul, you see Denmark has reduced salary payments for giving residents and visa holders. You hear that, Paul? I haven't heard it, but it's a good idea. We need to stop this. Yeah. That was a great interview with Ross. Just to add to that, the kids are not allowed to bring their books home and also have to sign an NDA, not knowing what it even means. It's shocking. Yeah, and that's what these phone pouches are for as well, that you can't video it or you can't do whatever to bring it home. So, you know, that fella's nose is like a bamboo stick. But I have to, fair play to the kid. I must get him on one of the evenings, you know what I mean? Just there.
Oh, he's very good. He's very good. Yeah.
Look at the mental gymnastics. Yeah. Of speech like they did in Scotland with Wallflower and Nicola. Yeah. No, they're all slagging your man's nose. It's leave him alone. Years spent snorting Charlie off Paul Murphy's arse. Great show, guys. Fab speakers today. There was a few good speakers, and we're up to 800 there now. So I'm actually going to show my good pal Gavin Pepper. I'm going to show Gavin's one here now because he done a powerful
I had a lovely chat. I had a lovely chat with his wife today.
Ah, she's lovely, Lindsay, isn't she?
She is. She's lovely.
Lindsay's lovely, yeah. And he, listen, Gavin is one of the true. I'm going to be honest, he kept Gavin till second last because they knew once Gavin had spoke, people were gone. You know what I mean? That's what they did. You know what I mean? I'd say people were there for Maggie Diamond Eyes and Gavin. That was it. I'm being honest with you. I'm going to play this here now.
Say, this is Dublin! What a day! I hope that all are listening very loudly. We've had enough of vulture funds. We want them out. Mars Capital, Pepper Finance, get out of Ireland! Right? We want Judge Nolan gone! He's the biggest scumbag in the judicial system, giving suspended sentences to paedophiles. Do you know how afraid they are in government at the moment? people anymore. It's time to look after the Irish people. We've had enough of it. Immigration has our country destroyed. It's not about being a welcoming nation. It's about accepting the fact that Ireland is full. Now everybody in the door, we need to get them out. Get them out! 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 Right, this is a message to a few people, and I hope they're listening very clearly. Mick Clifford, Banty McInerney, Mel Sutcliffe, Dave Mooney. I hope you are all listening, because you will be held accountable for what you did to the Irish people. And so will your families. We will chase every penny that you are making from destroying our country. And that's all going to go back to the homeless Irish people that have been forgotten about. There's no such thing as the working class anymore. It's the working poor. And they're punching down on us left, right and centre. And when you speak up, they call your names. Are we going to listen to them names anymore? I'll give you this, right? And I'm going to change it to quote from Michael Collins, one of their fallen heroes. We've got something more powerful than the entire door, than the entire EU, and that's our refusal to let them take away our free speech. Our refusal to let them leave families in emergency accommodation and be forgotten about. Our refusal to be let Nicola Fox be in a prison when she should be over here in Ireland. Who does Ireland belong to? I didn't hear you. Who does Ireland belong to? And people like Fair Power who's standing up for Ava and our damn man. People like Philip Dwyer, people like Val, loads of people that are standing up. They're not afraid anymore. There's none to be afraid anymore. Now let's go take our country back from the Irish.
Brilliant.
Man. He's one passionate man. I sent him on the
He's
link.
fantastic. No, he's absolutely brilliant. Fair play to him. Absolutely fantastic.
Yes. Someone asked there, Taoiseach Micheál Martin, was it Paul Nolan who caught the Taoiseach yesterday in Crow Park? No, it wasn't. It was actually Dublin Videos, the guy from Dublin Videos. I'm going to play this now. It's only a couple of seconds long.
Here it is. Fucking traitor to the Irish people. Should be ashamed of yourself. Traitor. And a traitor. A traitor. Should be ashamed of yourself. Here we go. The man himself, Micheál Martin. I just got that one
in. Fair play to them. And they need to be called out everywhere they are. Everywhere they go. Everywhere. Let me just close that down there now. But we've done the Suzanne one. We've done a few of them there. Jesus, what
Cal. He spoke very well. Cal.
Okay, if I move nearer, I'm not as red. Sure, I'm not. Oh, look at that. Near.
Very concerned about how he looks all of a sudden, isn't it?
The what?
I said you're very concerned about how you look all of a sudden.
I'm not really. It's just the red. It's just how the red is. Like, you know what I mean? People think I'm on the sunbeds, then you're not helping. You know? Juniper is a rat. Who's a rat? Paul is changing colour. There you go. Look, Paul is changing colour of his skin like a chameleon.
Yeah, like a chameleon. Yeah.
I'm not good at jokes. Oh, that's a comedian. Sorry. Didn't Limerick win that game? No, they didn't. Dublin won the game. Dublin won both games yesterday. We beat Limerick in the hurling by 2 points, I think. And I think we beat Cork by 2 points as well. Yeah. Gemma has said this as well. What an impassioned speech. Well done, Gavin Pepper. I'm going to be honest with you, lads. The reason I'm not showing the other speeches is because they go on for far too long. Gavin was 3.5 minutes. Like the others went on for 7-8 minutes. You know what I mean? It's just impossible to be putting it up. You know what I mean? Because people get bored with the speeches. You know what I mean? Like we were there today, and there was speeches going on, and all I kept hearing behind me, Jesus, I wish they'd ever hurry up, Jay. You know what I mean?
That's why you keep things short, as short and sweet as you possibly can.
Well, this is it. Like I've stood up there. I've spoke at them. You get up 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You have your bullet points. Bum, 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 bum. The crowd give a big cheer. Once you have the crowd, that's it. You're there for 6 or 7 minutes. You're great for the first minute and a half, and then you lose the crowd, and people are lighting smokes and doing, you know, that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? You need to be like, if you have something wrote down, just have 4 or 5 bullet points that you're going to talk about and speak. Like Gavin Pepper speaks from the heart. That's why people love Gavin Pepper, you know, and that is the way it is. You know what I mean? And that's why he was kept till second last, you know, or third last or whatever, because a lot of people stayed on there for him. Paul, show everyone your new present you got today. Yeah. Wait to see this, lads. I'll show you in a minute. But I'll show you in a minute. But I went up to Wake Up Era, or I walked up to the protest, the Wake Up Era thing, and a guy, I don't even know his name. I know him. He talks to me all the time when I'm at the protests. But hang on, I'm just going to go off there for a second. Just give me.
Do you know what we'll do? Or we'll play Cal's video.
We'll play Cal's video, yeah, because it's important.
So I'm here today up in Dublin at the protest, and I met the fantastic Cal, who does brilliant work on TikTok and X, and he does fantastic videos. So how are you?
I'm good. I'm very good.
What do you think of the turnout today?
Very good. I wasn't sure what to expect. I'm quite cynical about protests because there's a lot of walking up and down and not much being done, and I'm just hoping that, like, the immigration problem, we know about it. In fairness, we fell asleep at the wheel about in the 90s, really. And obviously there's illegal men coming into the country. We know all that. I want them to talk about the genocide. I want them to talk about excess deaths.
100%.
Follow me on TikTok now, because there's big conversations being had on my page at Lear Your Leader 2030. You want to see the comments of all the people that have been damaged. If you ever thought it was conspiracy, watch the page. And the excess deaths, 25% up since 2020 December, when they introduced the you-know-whats, the jibby jabs. And it's absolutely scandalous for what's going on. So I really want to get that out to people start talking about that. We know about the immigration problem. We know it's a scam, and business people are making a fortune out of this. They need to be shut down, closed off. The government need to pay. The government need to pay for everything. But the conversations have to start. Families are suffering left, right and centre, and we need to wake up people who are not awake, because we know their families are suffering and they're not putting two together. Like, you know, they're going, oh, it's very sad, but most likely, not everything, but a lot of this would do those vaccines. And let's face it, we're in a living genocide. So sorry to be too serious. I want a bit of fun too, but that's a passion of mine, so I want to get that out there.
100%. And I do think, though, that more and more people are waking up to what's going on and waking up that the government lied to them. Do you find that now?
Yeah, I think. I think the most important is we have to keep our eye on the ball, which is the government. Like, the government brought in those mRNA, spike protein injections. They're not vaccines. In 2020, they filled the whole country. Now the country's paying, and now they're shitting all over us again, bringing illegal migrants to the country, fucking ruining our economy, filling them up in the hotels, destroying all the little towns, like making the indigenous Irish people, strangers in their own country. So we have to battle these on a number of fronts. They've fucking done a job on us, but we need to strike back, and that's where it's at.
Exactly. Cal, listen, thank you so much for all your work. We really appreciate it. Thank you for speaking out.
Thank you.
Unusual to see such a serious side to him.
But he's brilliant, and he did a recent video there on Roy Butler, and he's really speaking out about the shots and everything, and fair play to him. And he's such, again, when you meet him, he's exactly what he's like on TikTok and X, so definitely give him a follow, because being able to get an interview with these people and to highlight the work that they do and them speaking out and everything like that is so important, and fair play to all of them. So thank you so much today.
Well done, you, Orla. Yeah. That's to admit, they're pretty good interviews.
They're
Well, as I
brilliant
said, I'm
interviews,
not
Ola.
important. It's the people speaking out like them is important. So they need to be highlighted.
You're the one that's asking the questions. That's the good thing
Yeah.
about it. You're asking the right questions for these people. You know what I mean? We
What's
need
around your
an
neck,
Irish
Paul?
Trump. That's me.
Oh, Paul
Look at
got a
that.
toy.
Yeah, this is a toy. Look at it. It's lions on it. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? Yeah,
Let it roar.
yeah.
Let
Isn't
it
that
roar.
cool?
Can you put it up a
Yeah,
bit
let it
closer?
roar.
Can you put it up a bit closer?
No, because it'll go off then. Look
Oh,
at
I can see it on the telly. Okay, I can see it on the telly.
Yeah, they're like lions. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's he calls me over. He said, "Oh, you have a present for you, and you're gonna love it." I thought, "Here we go. What's this?" You know what I mean? Next thing he takes it, I thought that's savage, man. Fair play to you. I might wear that next week. Yeah, I might wear that with me black suit next week. You know what I mean? And we'll see next Saturday night, or I might get a green suit like Anthony's. But yeah, thank you very much for my present today. Thank you very much. Thanks, mate.
Can somebody, it's actually a lady message me, can somebody put, because it was mentioned to me today at the protest, so she sent it on to me. So thanks so much for that. In relation to Kulak, I sent it on to you there, Paul.
Oh, someone's just putting in there, great stuff, all it. You need a microphone with your name on it.
Well, actually, would you believe I came home this evening and my daughter actually had gotten me the little microphones. And there's no Ireland Live on it, but she did get me the little microphones that you clip on.
Brand spanker, look, forgot to give it to you today. Yeah.
Is it Ireland Live on it?
Well, you can print Ireland Live and put it onto it. Yeah, there's a little thing and all there. Like yeah. So there's not one for everyone in the audience, just you order.
No.
Yeah, that's
what was I going to say? Yeah, can we put up the screenshot in relation to Kulak? So this incident occurred just in the last couple of days. I think it was maybe one of the last couple of things I sent on to you, considering like people were out there protesting and everything. And look at this incident.
Hang on. Covering one's face, public sake. No. When did you send that on?
Today, this evening. It's like a screenshot. Kenny, is it Kenny England? But I should have underneath it put in Kulak sorry, not Kulak, sorry, Kilcock. Sorry.
Kilcock.
Sorry.
I have it there. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a bit tired now.
Yeah,
Kilcock, sorry, my apologies.
Orla has strange people following all day.
Fair play to you, Liz. Get me company.
Orla has found her niche. Great to see you today. Didn't see Herman Kelly. He was there. I walked straight past him and looked at him, and he turned away from me. I wasn't going to say hello to him or that. He still had that green bleeding suit on. Paul's birthday must be in August. No. Go again. It's actually December. I'm a December baby. We're all December babies, all in our family. The 9th, the 11th, the 19th, the 22nd, and the 26th. My dad used to have a field day around Patrick's Day, full of gargle. Herman was there. He was there. Yes, he was. Jesus, these are flying in. Orla, hats off for being the interviewer. You don't, I have to say, you're brilliant. Yeah. Woman at the bus stop. Hold on, what's that? Now I'm just going to share this one here. This is Kilcock, people. I actually had this here to go myself.
Yeah, now look at this.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm just going to move us over there, Orla, over the side. Below Kenny Orland, Kilcock, County Kildare. Below, a male followed two girls, approximately 11 years of age, from the centre to the playground around 6 p.m. yesterday evening. He spoke in a foreign accent and was making rude and sexual gestures towards the girls. Quick thinking from the girls, they were able to get a photo of the male and get home safely. Gardaí were called. This latest incident comes after a Section 5 was sought for an iPass centre in the Shalom Convent, 4 meters away from the school. Activity has increased during the week as the Section 5 was rejected. They have 4 weeks to appeal the decision. Like, he is an outlet. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, don't get me wrong. Like, but like, look at that dirty outfit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if that thing gets a hold of one of your kids, lads, it's lights out. You know what I mean? I'm being serious. The child will never be the bleeding same again. So this needs to be stamped out. This needs to be stopped. You see this in your area, you get rid of them. I don't care. The guards aren't doing their jobs. Lads, shit in the Dina, we're in Kilcock. Get out there and get rid of these vermin. You know what I mean? I don't mean to do it in a bad way, but just get rid of them. Vermin, Kelly, sorry, no. Orla, we did it in Kilcock and stopped it. Yes. When Herman was in Cork, not one person spoke to him. I was right next to him watching. Yeah, I know nobody talks to him anymore. But apparently Herman is going to have a seat in the next political party. Why would you give somebody a seat in the or give them anything at the table after he has ruined nationalism, you know, and doxed people and everything else? You know what I mean? So no, I don't think he should. I know he's done great work over the years and the whole lot, but listen, it doesn't cut the mustard with me, mate. You ruined the whole party. You tried to ruin us and it didn't work. So yes, he needs the wood chipper. Yes, he does. Chris Bourne, Garda don't care for people in Ireland. Yeah, you're right.
And the lady who mentioned that and sent me on the screenshot of it, I was asking her today, where was this man? So she said that there's loads of private residents been used for iPass, and he came from one of them. So I think Kilcock definitely have a reason for putting up a protest, 100%, if this is the start of it already.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to delete.
That's that's the new tact. Like, why do you think the government is buying City West?
Yes, that's what they're going to do now with everything. Yeah,
because Martin, it's going to save us money, and it's a good investment, and it's going to save the Irish taxpayer money, and it's good value for money, and every other excuse that they could possibly use to brainwash people into thinking that this is a wonderful idea.
But the reality, for most people know, but I'll say it out loud anyway, is they will be shipped into City West. They'll be there for 2 to 3 weeks, and then they will be shipped out 1 and 2 at a time to council houses, etc., etc., etc.
Yes,
because we can protest and put injunctions against hotels, golf clubs, etc., 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 nursing homes, all of the big buildings, but they've copped on that if we just put them out 1 or 2 at a time into there'll be an empty council house, and then all of a sudden there's going to be 4 people living in it. You know what I mean? Just drive them. You can't protest that. Now, if they do any harm, you can do it. They do up the north. You can. There's ways of dealing with that as well. But like I said, they are changing tact. You're going to see less and less large-scale accommodation centres, but you're going to see huge amounts of people coming into your communities. They're just not all going to be living in the one place.
Well, this is what's happening with all these new buildings going up. Like Coolock is going to be. I've news about Coolock as well. Sorry, I should have said this earlier on, but we have a good crowd on now. Coolock has been stopped, as an iPass centre, and now it's been given back to the people of Coolock. It's going to be a hub. It's going to be a homeless hub. It's going to be shops, and it's going to be a few other different things. But it's going back to the community. Migrants won't be getting it. Nobody will be getting it. Only the community. It's going back to the community. People will be housed in it from the community. And this came from the Gardaí. You know what I mean? The Gardaí know what has to be done here. You know what I mean? So the plans are being drawn up. I'd say that the walls will be taken down. I hope they don't take down the tricolour wall, because I painted that. I painted the orange bit on that. You know what I mean? That's one of my masterpieces. Myself and Andy. I was there that morning, right? And there's a bloke there standing beside me, or painting the wall, the whole lot. And he texted me later on. He said, "Paul, fair play to you for giving us a dig out there." I said, "I didn't know them other 2 lads that was with me." He said, "That was me standing beside you fucking idiot with the hat on." I said, "Okay, fair enough." I hadn't got a clue. Like, I had met him, you know what I mean? But I just didn't cop it was him with the cap on, But throat is going a bit dry there now. 2 points earlier, but there's loads of brothels around the iPass. Now, and here's another one. The one in Blanchardstown beside the hospital, I've heard that's a brothel. That there's Northern Ireland cars dropping women off there day and night. Now, I have a few fellas actually up around there in the bushes. They have cameras and all there, so I'm hoping to get a few videos in the next week or so on that. You know what I mean? They're doing different.
Well, I was actually talking to some of the lads in Carlow, some of the Shinadina lads in Carlow, and a kind of thought occurred to me the other day, which is not a particularly nice thought, but, and I'm not saying that this is what's going on or anything like that, but There's a new shop that's after been opened, and I've gone by it a couple of times, and it's this candy store, and all it's full of is like sweets and vapes. And I started thinking, this is going to attract an awful lot of young people, especially young girls in, right? And the times I've gone by, yes, it's foreign run. And I saw different age groups of men there, not just young, but older as well. And I just said, I'm not saying anything's going on, but is this not what started over in the UK with the chippers and all that, where with the grooming gangs, where they started attracting in the young ones and giving them free stuff, and that's how they brought them in, and then that's how the whole thing started, over in the UK. So I said to the lads, maybe this is something that we should be keeping an eye on, and maybe just make a bit of a presence, knowing that we're around and we're just keeping an eye. I'm not saying anything's going on. I'm just saying that certain places like this maybe just need to be kept an eye on, and hopefully nothing untoward is going on.
Well, something untoward is going on. I just got a message in there. I was removed from the WhatsApp group because it can't be trusted. All trusted members saw screenshots of your messages with the Dublin Muslim communities. You turncoat traitor. Have you ever heard such shit?
Is that from Bobby? Bobby.
Oh, I'd say that's from one of the boys that you're supposed to be afraid of. There you go, lads. You've done jack shit. Okay. Gobshites. But yeah. Kulak led the way. Yeah, they sure did. Crown should be set up as a Patriot news channel. Yeah. Paul, you don't own up to the orange bit. What's that there? Paul, don't own up to the orange bit. I won't. Don't worry. Yeah. Paul, no, don't hang yourself. No, I won't. Listen, these people are nobody's, nothing. Come in and tell you how many pictures did we get today with people? Everybody coming up to us and taking pictures with us and hugging us and telling us how great we were and thanking us for the work we do and everything else.
Loads and loads.
Didn't see any pictures getting pictures with the boys, did you? No, I didn't. Because they're nobodies, they're nothings. End of story. Paul's whatever, I don't know what that is. Paul, don't hang yourself. I won't. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Brothels for the politicians. Yes. Paul's what's that? Paul's
an orange bastard.
Oh, lovely, Dan. Yeah, lovely. Yeah. Orange, yeah. Yeah, I told you I was blamed on having something to do with the IPLO. Listen, if the IPLO or whoever the IPLO was hears these people, I mentioned their names, they won't be too fucking happy. I'm telling you now.
Paul, I wouldn't worry about that. I'm getting paid by the state.
Sure, so am I. Sure, the Muslims are paying me. The Muslim Brotherhood. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm on the cops' payroll. Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Great.
Listen, I'm going to be honest with you, Martin. Let us look after our country and let them stay up there and look after where they are. You know what I mean? There's a reason why they're down here is because they're not wanted up there. So
you see. Now, well, the problem is that there's huge interest in Shinadina up in that neck of the woods, and it's like I said, Shinadina is organic. It just happens. Somebody says, "Look, we'd like to start Shinadina here," and we go, "Okay, we'll get you this," and off we go with it, and that's it. And these boys don't like that. They want to play turf wars and all this nonsense.
Yeah,
you're not patriots. You're not patriots.
Yeah.
Say that straight out there. You can call yourself whatever you like. You're not patriots, because if you're patriots, you go, that's a good idea, and you know what, we're going to work together, and you know what, we'll go and patrol together, and our group will patrol with your group, and we'll bulk up the numbers. But that's how I know what you are. You're not patriots. I won't. No curses. I'll be good. But that's it. Yeah. Anybody cutting anybody else down or unwilling to work with other groups, you're not for Ireland.
Yeah.
You're for yourselves. Yeah. You're for your own benefit and your own gain. And to hell with you.
But to tell lies about people, that's what annoys me. The lies. You know what I mean? Like the lies they were telling it's ridiculous, carry on, because like at the end of the day, Martin, it was me who brought Anthony into the movement. It was me who brought Anthony into the Irish Freedom Party. It was Herman who asked me to do this. You know what I mean? It was me, you, Anthony, and all of that left the Irish Freedom Party. We didn't get thrown out. We didn't get We didn't set up a vigilante group. We didn't do anything. Look at Sin and Adina now. It's the biggest group. It's one of the biggest groups in the country, grassroots group. You have this Patriots of Era group that has 21 bleeding members, and you can't even look after the 21 members they have. We have 1,200 members here. You know what I mean? We have groups for everything. You know what I mean? We've groups for everything. Youth groups, culture groups. And now we'll have a direct action group, because I'm gonna get thing to set that up later on, because the direct action group was the next one we need to go. It's all about a power play with these people. These people don't want us doing it because they want to do it. So let them play their silly little games. I'm too old a cat to be messing with kittens, lads. So just leave me alone.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
I like
Endless
that.
party.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah, it's a good one, all right. Yeah. Here we go again. Why are you having sit downs? What? Nobody shared. I sent the screenshots. They were seen on X, Twitter. How's yeah. Lovely. I'm gonna read this. Why are you having sit downs with the Dublin Muslim Communities Group and the Muslim Brotherhood? Nobody shared or sent the screenshots. They were seen on X, Twitter. How is Alan Mains? Okay, Alan Mains, by the way, was the security guy who was looking after Crown, right? Alan Mains was also the security guy who looked after, in 2015, he looked after, do you remember they took over the houses and all in Dublin, the different apartments and the different places, the whole lot then. Alan Mains was in charge of that, and he broke that. There was money paid. Alan Mains tried to do the same in Coolock, and he was ran out of Coolock. But I have to say, Alan Mains listened to us when we spoke to him. We told him no on the last Zoom meeting, and he listened to us. And now the builders are leaving, so Howards are left with the building. So they have to turn it into something. Someone said they're apartments for the people of Coolock. Yes. But getting back to Dick Hart, I have never sat down, or none of us have ever sat down with the Muslim Brotherhood. Or you only have to listen to the way I talk about it. They were stupid screenshots that somebody made up. And I know who it was. And it wasn't any of you. As you's pair wouldn't have the bleeding brain capacity to do something like that. It was someone else. Okay, I know who it was. But listen, as I said, I'm getting phone calls. Did this ever happen to you? Were you selling drugs? Are you this? Just all bullshit. Bullshit, trying to blacken people's names.
Can I read you? Hey, Paul, since we're reading them out, I'll read you what I got off him today, right?
Go on.
So, he goes, I met Niall at the protest. And I went up and shook Niall's hand. And I said, well, Niall, how are you? As I always do. I see somebody who's got a beef with me. I just go up shook their hand. But I don't think he copped who I was for a second. And then he saw the Shin Nadina banner and said, he said, you better not be bringing those to Dundalk. I said, I know, because you planning to bring those to Dundalk. And I said, yeah. I said, in huge numbers. And I just turned and walked away. And he patted me on the back of the head or something and said something as I was walking away. So that was that. So anyway, the other guy we're talking about said to me, you let yourself be slapped by another man and you done nothing. Conway was right about one thing, that you bunch are weak little pussies. So this is like at the heavy guards. So it was like at the time we were by the lefties. So it's probably about 20, 30, 40 guards there. Yeah, we're going to start a fist fight in the street like scumbags. It'll tell you how dim these guys are. You turn up in Dundalk and you won't go home the way you come in. You state agents will not link Dundalk, says no, with your Rangers loyalist blue vest. I will end your life. So that's it. Now he's since deleted that, but fucking Rob, you're just not very fucking bright.
Yeah.
Screenshot this message, save it, and tell anyone you want. So that's what I'm doing now. That's what you said in the message. Tracy will be told at our meeting Tuesday night. Respect our connections to the Republicans in Dundalk and keep those blue vests away. Trust me, I've told Anthony and Paul, and bad grammar there, telling you will suffer the consequences. Like I said to Paul and Anthony, no problem you being there, just no blue vests. So you kind of pull back towards the end there after making the death threat. So that's the third recorded death threat I've had.
Yeah.
From him.
Martin, I've said this. Listen, I've done doors for years. Okay. People used to tell me they're going to shoot me. If somebody threatens you, they're not going to do it.
Yeah,
It's the man who keeps quiet. And that's what I said in a text message to them. People who threat do nothing. I said, the quiet man is the man you need to worry about. I don't slag anyone off. I just tell the truth. And the truth is what's killing them. That's the problem here, you know? Not one person removed you from the WhatsApp group. There was a vote amongst members and a vote of no confidence in you. You can't be trusted and had to be removed. Simple as that. Jesus, everyone knows I can be trusted. That's the thing.
Paul, do you know what's funny? That's the same reason he got booted out of Sinn Féin, and he's got his being his bonnet open.
Yeah.
You know, so Paul, you're perfectly entitled now to act the way he's acted.
No, why would I? Why would I?
Yeah,
It's bullshit. You know what I mean? And I know for a fact it didn't go to a vote. I know for a fact because I've had people from the group onto me today. Because I sent the screenshot onto the people. I said, look at this. What's this all about? The amount of messages I got back. By the way, I might just set up my own little Patriots group now for direct action, and we'll see will any of the people join me, because they all know who's. Listen, bullying doesn't work on me. It just doesn't. I'm sorry.
You know what? You know what? I can't understand. That's what I can't understand. Like he must have got traction somewhere with this kind of behavior, maybe up north or something like that. But then again, from what I've heard, and my connection. Well, anyway,
I've heard myself.
I won't that. But the reality is, like, why does he think this stuff will work? Like, he's dealing with grown ass men, like, that have been out there for years doing this fucking, that have lost fucking, I've lost careers, lost fucking time, you've put up in court, like, who do you think you're playing with? Like, and the other thing is, well, we're not playing. We're here to do a job, and all you're doing is you start to being annoying at the minute. So you really should reconsider and just stop being annoying. Go do your thing. Because here's the thing: I've never said a word about that Patriots group. I don't want to know about it. I'm not going to say a word about it. Off you go. Do your thing. Do whatever you want. It's not my business. Okay. But you're crossing into my lane now, and you're talking the big talk and all this kind of stuff, and it won't be tolerated. Okay, and I told you before, I don't make threats. I have no reason to make threats to any person. But I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing, and supporting Sinn Féin and supporting Ireland First.
Listen, I don't do threats. I don't make threats. Listen, I'm going to be honest. I push better out of the way to get into the bleeding chipper. I'm being honest with you. You know what I mean? Like. Like these people seem to be under the illusion that like I'm 56 years of age. Like I've been through all of this. I've grown through all of this. I've met harder men than Jesus. I've met some hard men in my time. I'm telling you now. I've had straighteners off hard men. You know what I mean? People like this don't bother me. I'm being honest with you, and they know. That's why I was taken out of the group, because they can't bully me. I don't like bullies, and you don't either, and I know you don't. You know what I mean? You don't get away with bullying. You know what I mean? People will find you out for what you are, and people have found you out for what you are. Paul, play the video. What's the video there? Hold on now, Jaden. You sent me in a video. What's this? This is about the war, is it? I got to wake up tomorrow to enjoy a turkey again. Okay, let me just put this one up. This is about the war. We'll play this, and I have a couple more to get through as well. So, yeah, I'm rabbiting on a bit there. We're giving these too much oxygen, lads, as well, to be honest with you. So let's cut our losses on this one. You know what I mean?
Losses. No, you're right. It was just funny because he was obviously messaging you there, like, so.
Yeah. Listen, right. This is about the war. So let's just see what it is. I haven't listened to it, Jaden. I don't usually do this, but hey, go on.
No, you don't want to go to war with Iran for Israel. You don't want to be forced to fight in or pay for a conflict you didn't start and don't believe in. Well, look who just discovered freedom of association. But here's the thing. If you actually believe people shouldn't be forced into causes they didn't choose, then you've got some serious rethinking to do. If you're against being sent to war you oppose, then you have to oppose taxation, because that's just forcing other people to fund things they oppose. If you're against your labor being stolen for Israel, why did you cheer when billions were being taken from taxpayers to fund a war in the Ukraine? That wasn't voluntary either. If you're against being forced to serve a foreign government, then you can't support the welfare state, which forces people to serve the domestic government. If it's wrong for the state to demand your body for war, then it's just as wrong to demand your body for someone else's healthcare or student loans, or to subsidize green energy or fund failing government schools and bloated bureaucracies. It's just as wrong to force people into lockdowns, mask mandates, or vaccine mandates for the common or public or greater good. If you don't want democracy being used as an excuse to drag you into war, then maybe you should stop using democracy to control every part of life at home. Have you ever considered that? If you don't trust the government to tell you the truth about war, why trust it to censor speech or decide who could compete in the market or what resources to use or what counts as medicine? Why trust it to manage the economy? And if you're apparently a libertarian now and you're serious about not being dragged into other people's plans, it's time to oppose all coercion, not just the kind that might get you sent overseas.
The war in Iran. I have to just, if I can just, I'm going to play this. This is what happened last night in Iran.
من به گازه شهرانو زدم. همینطوری دارن میزنن. ما چه گناهی کردیم تن بدنمون باید بلرزه؟
So, am I right in saying that America took out Iran's
nuclear,
yeah, right? But with the intention of saying, "Shut up, Israel! You have no reason to be at war with Iran anymore." Is that the thought process, or is that the thinking behind it?
I think so. Yeah. Well, let's play Donald Trump and let's see. I have his address here now. Well, the address he gave the nation.
A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime: Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin-Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You gotta love him. It was the best military operation ever. It was the most beautiful generals in the world and the most brilliant airplanes we used. And yeah, he's deadly. I love Trump. Love him, I do. But yeah, John Mulligan. I thought that was John Mulligan. Love the comments. They need wars to hide. Yeah, but what happens? Your man came out today and said that they hit nothing, that they had everything moved out of there. You know what I mean? They don't need to fire the bullet. They have sleeper cells all around America, Europe, the whole lot. This could be a really bloody war. You know what I mean? It really could. What's Eddie O'Grady saying? Eddie O'Grady, this war with Iran has all been planned in advance. It's a replay of their attack on Iraq. Iraq obliged the US and volunteered not to have nuclear weapons. They bowed down. Same with Gaddafi. And it is why the US attacked them. Weakness. Iran have to replay the attack. If they look back on history now, they will definitely try to get nuclear weapons. Twice now, US has deceived Iran. A week ago, when Iran agreed to peace talks and the US attacked him. Day before, same this week. Trump said okay, Eddie, we missed that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, listen, there has been peace talks. They have. But you know what I mean? They're having peace talks and then they're blowing places up. You know what I mean? You're either having peace talks or you're not having peace talks. You know what I mean? We need to do it ourselves. Trump kisses the wall. Well, listen, if I go to Israel, I'd kiss the wall as well. Like, you know what I mean? That's what you do, isn't it? You kiss the Wailing Wall, don't you?
Fuck, Paul, you're never going to recover from that one.
Don't give a shit. You know what I mean? My ma wants to go to the Holy Land. I'd go with her. I wouldn't give a shit. No problem. Like, I go to Lourdes. You know what I mean? Listen, Holy Land's the Holy Land. You know what I mean? Let them all. Now I'm a Zionist. Now I'll be a Zionist. Yeah, bring it on. Yeah. Someone said to me today, are you under pressure, Paul? And I says to them, no, I eat pressure and shit results. That was a good one too. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Great way with words, Paul.
I have a great way with words. I really have. There is an Israeli news headline from 1986. Iran is in the final stage of producing a nuclear bomb. They've been peddling the same lie for 40 years. Listen, lads, you need to be looking at Israel for nuclear weapons. Look no further than Israel. You know what I mean? Also, Trump did it over the weekend to protect the stock market. Well, the stock market will bleed and crash on Monday, will it? Trump has a small hat. Yeah. Trump said that said that. You're brainwashed, Paul. Yeah, okay. Listen, I like Trump. I'm sorry. He's the only one that seems to be doing anything. Direct action, mate. Direct action. Trump does direct action. Trump kisses Netanyahu's ass. Yeah. Well, what a lot of people don't understand is, like, this Netanyahu fella was getting thrown out of there. He was gone before October 7th. You know what I mean? They were having like 300,000 people protesting against them and the whole lot. And then all of a sudden, like, Israel sort of shut down for 12 hours and Hamas came in there and butchered people. You know what I mean? Like, everybody in Israel carries guns. Everywhere you go in Israel, mothers have guns in the prams with them. You have that question, you know? How did they let that happen? Or was it let happen, you know?
All the world's the stage.
We're all gone. You're all gone there. Martin has Bell's palsy there. So is Orla.
Yeah. Am I good now? You pause for a second, but
what were you saying?
Back now. Am I back now? You paused for me for a second as well. Can you hear now?
Yeah. It's only for a second there, yeah. Trump.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that all the world's the stage.
Everyone's gone off there all of a sudden. Now you're back. You're back in the room. I think Iran have not attacked another country in over 300 years. I don't agree with their ideology in America and neocon warmongers. It's all money. But it is all money, Eddie, isn't it? Paul, you kiss the wall if you're a Jew. Listen, don't people come here and kiss the Blarney Stone? You know? When in Rome and all that, you know what I mean? There, Fergus Power, look, Paul, you just made yourself a target there, bro. You're going around with 3 targets today, weren't you?
Yeah, Ferg, I tried to tell him. I tried to tell him.
Yeah, I could feel the back of my head burning.
Oh, Jesus.
Shit, I'm being honest with you. Give a shit what they say. I'm going, where is, did I pull Stevens down?
Yeah, but anyway, look, the wars are
I sent this over to myself.
There's huge companies making absolute billions upon billions upon billions on the death.
Of course it is, yeah, of course it is.
I wonder who the lefties will pick. Whose flag will they have in their bio?
I'm just going to play. The what? What all that? Going to be funny tonight there. What's the story?
You mentioned kissing the wall, Paul. What do you think was going to happen?
The what?
I said you mentioned kissing the wall. What did you think was going to happen?
Yeah, listen, hey, I don't care. I don't care. Bring it on. A big bullseye now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but literally technical difficulties within 30 seconds.
Yeah. What have we got there? Ireland's forced animation of Luke last week was you kept the peace until you've done that. Bye. Bye. See you later. I'm just gonna. Yeah. Paul, you're a fool. You're kissing the Wailing Wall, and a fake Catholic. Ah, lovely. Bring it on. Bring it on. Yeah. Angela Leggett, Simon Harris. That's mad the way this has gone funny all of a sudden, isn't it? It's gone really. Simon Harris is flying to Brussels tomorrow to stop the war. He said so. Simon Harris couldn't bleed and stop himself. Will you stop? Paul, you're a fool if you kiss the Wailing Wall and a fake Catholic. Ah, God, lads, come on. You don't know the big story, Paul. That's your downfall. Okay, Blarney Stone. Enough fertilizer will produce a mushroom cloud. October 7th. October 7th was planned by Israel, one of the most protected areas. Yes, exactly. Paul, Orla, Martin, great show tonight again. Thank you and good night. Yeah, Eddie. Paul, come in. Netanyahu was losing control of popularity and was up on corruption charges. That's why they started the war. Eddie, I know. I've been watching it. You know. A lot of people. It's a proxy war. Yes, Netanyahu, but are stuck with him. A woman once said to me, kiss my ass. And anything's your face, no chance. John Malloy, good evening all. Hello, John. How are you?
Hey, John. How are you?
Well, good day. For the good day at the office it was. So I think there needs to be mobilisation to shut down Dublin. Yes. Max, yes. I think there does need to be a mobilisation. Jesus, yeah, Jesus was a Jew, yeah. Jesus was a Jew, wasn't he? He was the king of the Jews, was he not? You know? I think that needs to be... This has gone crazy here. I think there needs to be a mobilisation, Paul, to shut down Dublin. Yes, there does. We'll work on it. We'll start work on that tomorrow. Jesus was a Jew. Yes, he was a Jew. He was the king of the Jews. Israel is like Jerry Adams. It neither confirms nor denies it has nuclear weapons. The guard personnel in small island. Paul, can I pimp you out? Fuck off, Eddie. Give it over, Eddie, will you?
Oh, no, show me that message from Eddie. Show me that one.
20%.
Go on, show me it.
All I need to go. No. Somebody was at that today as well. Orla is shocked.
Hey, take a percentage. Take a percentage.
You must have the patience at the same time.
I have the patience. Sorry, guys.
20%. He's looking. No, 10%.
You're going to throw in something for free, Eddie, aren't you?
I can't hear you. Martin, you're on to something. Yeah, all right. You've got a hungover.
I've got a what?
This is mad. This is that it's going funny here. Everyone has just gone off. Martin, you're on to something.
I told you, Paul, if you say things like that. I'm telling you, they're watching everything. They're watching everything.
Do you know something? Like, do you know who I'm like? What's your man's name? The comedian fella. What's his name? The Office. What was his name?
Ricky Gervais.
I don't care. I don't give a fiddlers. Yeah, I don't care. You know, all Jewish Woody Allen. Hitler was a gas man. Someone's messing with it because this has gone. It's crazy, isn't it? This is crazy. Yeah. You know. Hi 007. Frank Barron said that earlier as well. He said, I met you today. It was like talking to Daniel Craig. He said, I thought it was 007. Yeah, right. Paul, I love your innocence at times.
What's 007? License to Trail. So we need something for Paul. License to, or maybe trail women.
Kill. Good night and God bless, Ferg. Great to see you all today. Orlando, Destiny, our area. Great show. And Orla, you're doing a great job on the interviews. Keep up the great work, everyone. Erden Gobra. Good night and God bless, Ferg. Teresa, if you're listening, we got the picture. I'll talk to you, Teresa. Thank you. Ferg, I'll talk to you later.
And hello to Emer.
We'll talk about that near the time. I want to wish. Yeah, and Emer. I want to wish my pal Gavin Pepper a happy birthday for tomorrow. It's his birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Gavin.
If I hadn't been talking today, I would have said it. But he called out 2 or 3 different. Yeah, happy birthday, Gav. Yeah, happy birthday. Hitler was on to something. No. Let's not go there, lads. No, let's not.
I got Paul. No. You started it. This is what happens.
No.
I have no involvement in anything.
Orla's head is red.
I actually have such a headache for the last few minutes.
Yeah, I know.
There's certain cans you just don't go kicking.
That's what's happening here. They're at us.
Look at Maxie. Look at Maxie said.
I'm just going to go. Do you know what I want to do?
License to drill. I would have said, if you had anything more to put up, Paul.
Gavin. Lads, this has gone mental. You are just jumping.
Martin,
do you know what I want to do? That guy that does the Dublin videos, put out a video.
Who?
Right, guys, I'm going to play this video of the Dublin mosque. Okay, the mosque in Swords. There's a mosque in Swords. I want to play that. So,
just up in Swords, off the main street, the old post office building. But it's now a mosque. But the guy has the road blocked where the cone is. He thinks that he owns the road. Oh yeah. Where's the cone there? Where's that cone there? This is a public road. I checked my finger. Why are you blocking the road?
No, because we...
Take the cone out. This is a public road. I checked with finger there. You're blocking cars coming in to the road.
No.
But this is a public road.
Only...
Gone.
Paul has just destroyed our show.
Just up in swords off the main street, the old post office building. But it's now a mosque. But the guy has the road blocked where the cone is. He thinks that he owns the road. Oh yeah. Why's the cone there? Why's that cone there? This is a public road. I checked with Fingal. Why are you blocking the road?
Is that video longer than that?
What?
Is that video longer, or is it just getting cut off? And he's gone.
He's gone, is it? Can you hear me okay, Orla?
I can hear you fine. It's all through with his side. Is that video just been cut, or is that just the length of it?
Yeah, no, I'm looking to see. Media assets, 1 second. Yeah.
Maybe it's only a short video, because now he's probably been taken out.
Yeah, Mossad have come to his door. Swords Mosque. No, that's it's 4 minutes and 43 seconds. So I'll try and put it up and see what happens.
Yeah, you try and put it up.
Just up in swords off the main street, the old post office building. But it's now a mosque. But the guy has the road blocked where the cone is. He thinks that he owns the road. Oh yeah. Why's the cone there? Why's that cone there? This is a public road. I checked with Fingal. Why are you blocking the road?
No, because
Take the cone out. This is a public road. I checked with Fingal there. You're blocking cars coming in to the road.
No.
But this is a public road.
Only his name's in.
Sorry?
Because his name's
Who?
Right?
Who?
You live here. Yes.
No. This is a public road.
Yes.
Any cars can come up and down here. Who gives you the right to put the cone there?
I removed the cone. But because the guys...
The guys what?
The guys from the parade.
From which? Yeah, from the mosque, yeah.
But the car park is very small.
Yeah, it's very small.
Yeah,
Yeah, but this is a public land. Who gave you the right to put the cone there?
The control for the guys don't put the car on the street for you. You can.
But you're blocking the road. You were blocking the road. This is public laneway to go up there. Cars can still go up, but you have the road blocked. Who gives you the authority to block the road?
It's okay.
Who's giving you the authority to put that cone there and block the road?
You talk with my boss.
Wait, who's your boss? Who's your boss?
The church.
Go up there, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, go up.
I don't know
Just going up to this mosque here now, saying what the story is. All these men coming into the place. Swords is overran with them. Just want to look and see what the crack is. No doubt they're all going inside the building. You can see. They're blocking a public road. That's the mosque there. The old building, and you can see them all inside there praying now down on the ground here. You can see. Oh yeah. Just take a walk back around. See, it's a public laneway. See all the shoes outside there, you can see. Hello. So he has the road blocked for all these men that come inside that pairs. The fuck do you think they are? Doesn't show people anyway. There's a mosque up here off Swords where they're all praying here. Every Friday, 1 o'clock. And we show the laneway here. They think they own the fucking whole road now. See them all coming in, look. It's fucking shocking what's going on in this country. Yeah, right. There's nobody up there, there's not. There's nobody up there. I'll be taking this up with Fingal County Council. No, it doesn't matter. I'll be taking this up with Fingal County Council that you're blocking the road here, yeah? I'll make a complaint. I'll make a complaint that you're blocking the road. Yeah, I will. And all the cars is up there as well in the estate, all the cars blocked. All the cars is up in the estate up here. All those are taxis and all. It's all blocked up there as well.
No, when do you the residents?
I bitch.
The residents.
Yeah.
Or another guy.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
That's no problem. If you have any number, any picture of the car, I'm just announce that they are moving.
Yeah, no, he says at the corner. I checked with the Fingal County Council. This is a public lane, man. He has it blocked.
No block. They are just have to come to the car inside, you know, which is no related.
Yeah, but all the cars.
Don't pressure to him. Yeah.
No one's pressing it to him. All the cars up in the housing estate where I am. All these are taxis is up there.
Telling to you, if you have the blocking someone,
yeah,
you give the picture. I'm announced over there. They are move.
All the cars in the estate over there.
Immediately.
All taxis and all is over there. All in the estate. Yeah, yeah. Another one that thinks he owns the country. Jesus is king. Said folks, swords. Parking their cars in all the estates as well up here. Taxis, you name it. Fucking places overrun with them. Everywhere you go, they're around the place. Friday prayers over there now.
Yeah. Now, my internet it's not the internet. Something's at the hitting this big time, man. I'm being honest. Like we can't talk about Jews anymore. That's it. No.
Oh,
can't.
Jesus. He said it again. Or he said it again.
He
said it again.
Jesus. You have to pay your dues. I mean, you have to pay your dues. But you see what he's saying there about all the cars being parked in housing estates and the whole lot. Do you remember the old man who got bashed by two of them that Philip Dwyer interviewed only about a month or two ago down in Mayo, I think it was?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was because they were parking outside his house and he asked them to move and they danced on that man and left him. He fell into the boot or something. They battered him. He was an 82-year-old man, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like these animals don't give a shit. Like, load of viewers dropped off as well there. Look. Yeah. Yeah. Facebook's on your
It's all past our bedtime anyway.
Yeah.
Right, sorry lads, I have to go. I'm not feeling 100%. Okay, I'll chat to you soon.
Orla. Okay, talk to you later. It's been emotional.
See you, Orla.
Not like Orla at all. She mustn't feel great. I might have one or two there. Hang on.
She's probably wrecked from today.
I'd say so. Yeah. Did you see this in there's one here from Coolock. I just want to do this from Coolock. No, that was a guy sent that in to me. It was his brother. This has been scrubbed from the internet. You can't get this anywhere. Watch this.
You think the guard there for us?
Stop! It's peaceful. Let him go. Lads, let him go. It's peaceful. Hey! That's peaceful, lads. Lads, let him go. He's peaceful. He's peaceful. He's peaceful, lads. He's peaceful. I'm peaceful. Hey! Stop! It's peaceful. Let him go. Lads, let him.
Huh? How many of your finest are there?
Go. It's peaceful. Hey! That's peaceful, lads. Lads, let him go. It's peaceful. It's peaceful.
People are asking how old it is there. Yeah, it's not like her. I'll text her now in a minute. RUC, hard at work. Yes, definitely, lads. Definitely RUC. Definitely. I've one more video there I just want to play there. But that was sent in to me from a guy. That's his brother. That guy that got bashed is his brother. And it seems that all these videos, the videos of that have been scrubbed off people's phones. This is what he texted me and told me. So WhatsApp must be able to do that. You know what I mean?
Can they do that? Can they? I'm sure they can. I'm sure they can. yeah, even though WhatsApp say, oh, it's encrypted end to end, I still think the state. Look, as far as I'm concerned, the state has access to everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Of course
exactly.
it is. Sure, didn't Helen McEntee pass the bill where all data could be held for 2 years? So every single thing that you talk about the servers using all the electricity and you know what I mean. These servers are what do you think they want the servers for? To store all your data, so when they need it, they can dig it out and crucify you. Yeah, we actually need to.
I haven't got you down here. I haven't got our name down here. Numbers just come in here to me, and I didn't know it was you, Flame Chef. I know you're a girl. That's your brother. Fair play. Well, we keep highlighting this. You know what I mean? That's no problem. We will keep highlighting it. But listen, he needs to put a claim in against them. My father is going to go further about it as well. My father can't see. He has got two retina checks in the last. Because he's a diabetic, he gets checks on his eyes every 6 months. And the last time when he went last year after that, they couldn't get a reading on the right eye. And then this year it's the same. They can't get a reading on the right eye. And the girl says to him, oh, did something happen to you? And he said, I got pepper sprayed in Coolock. He said, would that be it? Oh, I don't know. They won't commit. You know what I mean? To say that could be it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, they're bastards. What's this? Padder McEntee will be ploughing the ground. McEntee. Is that Padder again? He's a bastard. The traditional Catholic churches are growing full of children and babies. Lord of Jesus Christ. Yeah. I want to play this one here. This is from, the guy, the legend on TikTok. He's deadly. I love him. I didn't see him today, but I seen him at the last protest. This is Dublin bus last night, okay? He was heading back out to Lucan or somewhere, right? Wait till you see this. So
obviously there's no health and safety anymore in Ireland. There's no health and safety in Ireland anymore. We're now down in Bangladesh or somewhere. Once you bring in the third world, we are now down in a third world country, and there's no rules for health and safety. So the upper saloon and down saloon, I'm just going to show you what it's like here tonight. I picked up a bus here on the Keys. There must be 200 people on the bus. That goes against health and safety. It's a breach of health and safety, and trying to point that out to Dublin bus. Yeah, there should be 3 or 4 buses here to pick these people up at the Keys. Absolute madness. Make this one go viral. That's upper deck and lower deck. All people come from. You absolutely can. It's public place. All people coming from work, and as I said, it's a public place. It's free under the Irish Constitution. Born in 1937, the original yellow book, not the blue book. Absolutely is, yeah. The illegal sitting dollar and the illegal sitting Garda common. Under the blue book, the blue Constitution is illegal, as we spoke about before. Our true Constitution is on bone up here in 1927, the yellow book. But as I said, it's now like downtown Bangladesh, where a bus would pull out from Bombay or Bangladesh. Now you have 300 or 400 people on the roof of an 80-seater bus. It's now like that there now. Here, we're going to Adamstown in Lucan. Let's see how we get on.
That's a guy called The Legend Walks on Water. He's brilliant. Follow him on TikTok. He's really good. I like his stuff. You know what I mean?
Very good.
I'm going to be honest. Like, I've been on buses before. You know what I mean? You get the 39 a.m. from Blanchardstown in the morning. It's like that, upstairs and downstairs. It's like the Bangladesh Express. You know what I mean? It really is, and it's all foreigners.
I was just after leaving the protest. Now, I know there was a concert on. A lot of people were heading out to the Phoenix Park, but it was literally like fucking Japan or China or something like that, where people were actually pushing. You know, people had to push to get in the doors. It was absolutely fucking jammers. Absolutely, I've never seen the Lewis as busy. Like, as in, I was squeezed between people. Like, there was no breathing room. There was no nothing. Like, but Yeah, lots of flavors on the Lewis as well.
Now, I got on a bus today, right? This is no messing. I got on a bus today heading out to Lucan, okay? And I had my leave card and whatever. We walked on the bus and beeped it.
Old days
But there's
bus
this
pass.
Fording guy, in my old days bus pass, yeah. And there's this Fording guy giving out to the bus driver because he was waiting 26 minutes for the bus. This is fucking my fucking bus. I'm here 26 minutes. I looked at him. I said, but the bus wasn't fucking due until this time. Like, what were you doing? But it was the bus driver's fault. You know, yeah. But this is it. They think they have the right to give out, and you know, it just does my head in. Jackie, it's like the train to India. Paul, when do you think there be a plan to mobilise a standstill in Dublin? How will it be planned among main guys? Well,
hang on.
We'll
We
have
don't
to
need
leave
main
it.
guy. Just do it in your own area. Stop.
Yeah.
One of the people making speeches today did make a great point. I can't remember. It might have been Patrick Quinlan, or I honestly can't remember who did it. But somebody said, "Stop waiting for somebody else to do it for you."
Eric English.
Stop waiting for somebody else.
Eric English.
Was it Eric? Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop waiting for somebody else to do it for you. Get up and do it yourself. Stop waiting for Paul Fitzsimons and Martin Murphy and Anthony Casey and whoever else to do it for you. Do you know what? We're pretty much maxed out. There's not an awful lot, unless somebody's going to fund us massively, and you know what I mean. We can go at this full time and fucking just become paid activists. We're at capacity. There isn't anything else we can do, and we're doing a hell of a lot more than that. You need to stand up for yourself. Stand in your own community. The easiest way to do it, and this is an order of light, is join Sinn Féin. That is the easiest way to get involved in your community. Build your own Sinn Féin community. It'll be yours. It won't be anybody else's. It'll be your Sinn Féin community. You get a couple of guidelines of how to deal with certain situations, and then off you go. You do what's best for your community, because what's happening in your community might be the same as the next town or village over. You'll have different solutions and different problems, etc., etc., etc. Like I said, rough set of guidelines, fairly common sense stuff. You know what I mean? Don't break the law. Fucking you see something, fucking report to the guards. Engage the community, help the elderly, help the homeless. That's it. Just a small bit of community activism. Put on your blue vest. Wear it with pride. Wear the Sinn Féin logo. Travel in numbers. Yeah. That's it. That's what you can do. And when the numbers are big enough, we can just fire up a flare into the sky and go, right, lads, we're shutting the country down. And everybody will just put on their blue vest, the same as the yellow vests in France. And that'll be it. There'll be it'll literally be one signal. Everybody know what to do, because they'll know what everything will have been targeted. They'll know what to do. But not until you build your own one in your own community that serves your community. That's it.
Yeah. True. What's this say? True. We need to do direct actions and patrols ourselves.
Yeah.
There's already patrols all around the country, lads. We were out patrols Monday and Wednesday last week. And if you need help setting up patrols, we will come into the area and help with you. But we need people from the area to ask. I'm not saying even to ask us to come in, but we need people from the area. It's no good. It's like when we go to protests and there's only 6 people from the area. It doesn't look good. It looks as though we're getting bussed in. You know what I mean? We're only going down there to help you. If you're not willing to help yourself, there's nothing really we can do. You know what I mean? We get branded as far right, and all the far right have been bussed in. I wear that badge with honor. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I'm a concerned parent. I love my kids. And if that's far right, well, hey, here I am. Ireland first. That's it.
They're calling for the line. They're calling for the line.
That's it. That's it. Now you have it. Paul, Alan Brogan put a post up. You should give it a view. Seeing him today at the protest. He was breathless. Played his part in Coolock. Alan Brogan. Alan Crogan. Sorry, Alan Crohan. Sorry, you're seeing it there. Where is it there? And I get Alan. Seeing it's a nice picture too, Alan. Better not let bleeding things here. Hold on now. Alan, I did see it. Alan, I'll read it. I'll read it. I'll just tell you what it was. And anyway, there's actually 2 Gardaí that were there that day have an open GSOC investigation on the 2 Gardaí who pepper sprayed Alan. So, yeah, that's going ahead. That is going ahead. Do you know what I mean? Let me see. Can I find it there? I did see it.
Just while you're looking for that, Paul, I've just been reminded of something. We have an Ireland First members Zoom tomorrow night at 8:30. So all Ireland First members would have received an email with a link to the meeting room we use. It's called Mega. And you should receive, the text would have gone out as well, and you should receive another reminder text tomorrow again with the, hopefully with the link in it. So that's just open to all Ireland First members. We're going to do quick presentation, quick slideshow, share a small bit of policy with members, and have a quick Q&A after it. So about an hour and a half long in total. So like I said, if you got an email, feel free to join in.
Yeah, we'll be there tomorrow night, yeah, for the members. Yeah, Alan Crogan, there it is there, Alan Crohan. GSOC are officially investigating 2 coppers who assaulted me. Yeah, I was there, Alan. I think I sent you the video, didn't I? The video. But yeah, people were just out of time here now. And when he said Alan Brogan, I thought, sure, the Brogans are involved in this bleeding iPass fiasco with the place down the country, isn't it? What's it called? The little town, the little village that was doubled. I don't know. I think in a minute. Look, in 2015, 6, 7, 8 hotels where Donegal was common and a few others. This is going on years, lads. It is. Post the bleeding link, you gob. Here we go. Look, crank her up, Fitz. Make the roar. I'm going to do it now. I want to just play this young one. This young one, I thought this was really beautiful. This is the national anthem by this kid. Did you hear her singing it? She's brilliant. I'm just going to play You just hit 1100 there, people. If you can, buy us a coffee. That's it there. Martin, I'm going to drop you down, and I will talk to you in 2 minutes. Down you go. Thank you very much, Martin. It's been emotional. I usually say that to Orla, but I'll say it to you tonight, seeing as though you're last.
It has been emotional. It's been. I don't know. Are you tired today? I'm fucking wrecked.
I am tired today. I am. I'm full. You know something? I went and had dinner, right, and it was bleeding lovely. I swear to God, I was beached after. I was beached.
Yeah,
There's a ghost just appeared behind you there. Did you see that ghost just going? Whoa.
Ghost? No, that's not a ghost. That's an annoying fly that I've been trying to swat away for the last.
I know.
I just swat away for the last. Hey, do you see me getting?
Hello, annoying fly. Yeah, hello, annoying fly.
For the last 2 hours, it's like just go away. Anyway, it is what it is. As I say.
It is. Listen, thanks very much. Stay there.
Christine,
I'll drop you down.
Yeah, just one second. Christine, just into the message there. We look into that for you.
What was it?
Just Christine just asked something.
What is it?
First, yeah. Just I'll put it up there.
Okay. There was a couple of people asked me today, and I gave them my number. They were looking for a number to contact, so I just gave them mine. Martin, I tried to join Ireland Force, but as I live in the North, Derry, didn't come up, and I'm doing something. No, yeah.
No
problem. We look into that and contact us.
Right.
Okay, go on. I'll drop you down.
Good night.
Yeah, night and God bless. Listen, as we say every night, the truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. You just let it loose. It will defend itself. Night and God bless. Take care.